I'm gonna do some reacting today. Easy content farming. Because I need more offline content. Hoi hoi! We're just gonna watch some videos today. Reggie! We're gonna watch some Monhan videos, we're gonna watch another internet historian video, and we're gonna watch some Punky Doodles. That's the plan today. That be the plan. Also, I'm tired today, so reaction content fits well. Reaction content is good when I'm tired. Because then I don't really have to think about how to be funny because the video is funny for me. If I don't study others, I'm gonna get bad grades. So pulling up. Yeah, do that. Study. Now. Study more important than me. I see content today. We love easy content. Is watching Norco stream? No, go study. I do because of gym fair. I'm tired because I've been editing video since 9 AM until like 1 PM. So yeah, tired. The video is currently up for members only, but it's gonna go public for everyone tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah. But I'm really tired because I've been actually working for once. Watching my signature circle episode. I do not watch it now. Doesn't interest me. But yeah, let's get just started with the first video. By the way, all the videos have been on my watch later list for weeks and months, by the way. So yeah, time to watch them, I guess. So we're gonna start with a Monhan video and we're gonna finish with another Monhan video just because it's interesting. So we're gonna start with the complete history of final bosses in Monster Hunter by Rage Gaming Videos. I added this to the list the same time I added the Black Dragon thing to my list. And I just didn't have the time to watch it yet, so we watch it now. We finally gonna watch this video. Hi Felix. Final bosses hunties. Yes. I'm pretty sure I know all of the final boss monsters, but getting more detail on them is gonna help. So yeah, let's watch it.
Hey, Fabius, do you think you'll be around forever?
No, probably not. I mean, we all die.
Well, at that point, I guess I'll just have to retire.
What?
Oh, nothing. I just sort of want you to be my final boss.
Ladies, gentlemen, and monsters of all
Bear.
ages, one of the things that Monster Hunter games are known for is their endless replayability, and sometimes the thing that can get a bit lost because of that are the final bosses of each game, because you beat them and then you basically begin your long journey of power gain and build creation and crown collecting or whatever it is that you enjoy doing beyond the initial progression of the game. That said, Monster Hunter has a long and very interesting history of final bosses, and to be clear, when talking about the idea of a final boss, this is the only time I will ever call the monsters bosses instead of calling them monsters, because I think it's an important term within gaming. In most games with boss-type fights, the final boss is always clearly defined as the final major fight before the credits roll, usually having major story importance and often being given extra complex movesets or over-the-top visuals or extra phases to draw it out and just make it feel more impactful. Monster Hunter follows some of those rules, but the way that progression is defined in a lot of the games has so many different stages to it that we end up with at least 2 monsters considered as our final boss in each game. In early games of the series, this was mostly due to the Village and Online quest split. Village was the single player side of the game, and Online was the multiplayer side of the game, of course. And while you could absolutely do Online quests solo, there was no scaling, so they had the same health against one hunter that they did against 4. As a result, Village usually had the story, the first encounters of monsters and stuff like that, and then Online was generally treated more like the end game, with high rank not being in Village in base games, and then G rank not being in Village in the expansions. In these times, the split was simply the final unlocked Village quest monster is the final boss of Village quests, and the final unlocked Online quest monster is the final boss of Online quests. And those are the technically correct answers, but there's another layer to it as well, which is that some monsters are very clearly designed by the developers to be a final boss, to feel final, and some of them are more just similar treatment like any standard monster, but they just happen to end up as a final boss because of the technicalities of quest progression order. That said, a perfect example of this is, of course, Monster Hunter 1, where we'll be starting today. The final boss of Village was Monoblos. Is Monoblos overly complex, intense story relevance, presented as a big spectacle or a massive threat?
It's funny that Monoblos is the first final boss.
But only by technicality. The online final boss of the first game, however, is Fatalis, whose quest requires you to beat every other online quest in the game, and then also kill like 100 large monsters to actually unlock it. Fatalis was built up through lore droplets to be a monster of incredible power. Visually, it looks totally unique to any other monster in the game, and while its actual moveset is relatively simple, it hit very hard, and its quest had a repel function where realistically you'd have to do like 4 Fatalis hunts successfully in a row to result in 1 proper single kill. And Fatalis wasn't the only Elder Dragon that had a repel and multiple quests to actually finish sort of function to it, but Fatalis required the most quests to actually fully kill, and that makes it feel like a very worthy final boss. It is designed with the concept of a final boss in mind. That said, today the bulk of what I want to talk about is the evolution of final bosses in the Monster Hunter series. I'll call out every one that we have had over the years and explain why they are considered a final boss, and for some of them, again, they're basically just normal monsters, so I'll blast past those pretty quick, but the ones that feel intentionally designed as final bosses, I want to follow the thread through and show you one by one how we got from Fatalis, which I just talked about in the first Monster Hunter game, to something like 𝘕𝘂𝘠, specifically Wild 𝘕𝘂𝘠, who is the equivalent today of an online final boss, being the final monster added in the title updates. That said, before we move on properly, the thing that I really want you to focus on and keep in your mind with Vtalis is how they made it feel like a final boss. They made him imposing and threatening through his design and his visuals. They made his quest require more investment than most of them and used the quest structure itself to make him feel more impactful, as well as intentionally making him not just fit in with the rest of the monsters, making him feel sort of unnatural in comparison to the other creatures. In the expansion, Monster Hunter G, Lao Shenlong took over as the village quest final boss monster, and he was quite an interesting case. By modern standards, he's quite tame, but you have to remember that he was the very first oversized monster ever made, the first proper siege fight. He was imposing and impactful due to his sheer size and bulk more than anything else, and that does give him a bit of final boss energy, but it's worth noting that he was also in the base game of Monster Hunter. He wasn't new in the expansion, and so it takes a bit of the impact out of thinking of him as the final boss, in my opinion. The online final bosses was Vtalis once again. Only real change was it was G rank Vtalis now instead of high rank Vtalis. Then we had second generation games, starting with Monster Hunter DOS. The village final boss was Lunastra. Modern Lunastra's moveset, I think, would have absolutely been an incredible final boss if it existed for the first version of the monster at the time that was created, but at that time, back in Monster Hunter DOS, she really was essentially just like a blue Teostra, and I feel like Lunastra just didn't really have a final boss kind of vibe to her as a result of just not being the first of that creature, not being properly unique in that way. The online final boss of the game was Crimson Vtalis, a variation of Vtalis itself, this one able to cause literal meteors to fall down from the sky, really adding to the feel of it as a full-on walking calamity of a monster, and so it was essentially having the same superimposing lore and aura of Vtalis, but then increased even further because of the fight, and the same sort of quest structure to it too. And what's extra interesting is that DOS did actually have White Vtalis, who is considered the strongest Vtalis out of the three, but quest progression dictates that the final boss was actually Crimson Vtalis, not White Vtalis, which is extra interesting about that in my opinion.
You had Crimson after White Vtalis? That is stupid.
And the final bosses were different this time around. For Village
That's
Quest,
kind of
the final
stupid.
boss was Tigrex, who, while a very cool monster, also literally being a flagship, so he's designed to be quite memorable, but he also doesn't really have final boss vibes. He's just designed like any other monster. A really good monster, but clearly not designed to be a final boss really, and just is one by technicality. Following that is the online final boss, a 𝘕𝘴𝘠, and I'd say this is the first final boss that isn't an Elder Dragon, but still had proper final boss energy, proper spectacle to it. Even his intro cutscene in this game was imposing as hell. You just watch this gigantic spiky lizard climb out of literal lava and then roar loud enough to shake the volcano at its feet, represented in the fight as well too by his roars being straight up attacks. What really cements him as being a properly intended final boss to me is that he was the first oversized monster not treated as a siege fight, meaning that you weren't intended to use ballistas and cannons and the demolisher. It was just a straight up hunter versus monster fight, just with the monster being absolutely massive. And this is, I think, was the start of a strong trend, which is aiming for a specific kind of spectacle for the final boss monsters, making them feel especially over the top in game, not just in lore and in vibe. In Freedom Unite, the second generation expansion, the village quest final boss was a 𝘕𝘴𝘠 once again, but online final boss was his comrade in arms, his polar opposite, 𝘕𝘴𝘓. 𝘕𝘴𝘓 was basically created to be a direct reflection of a 𝘕𝘴𝘠, completely in reverse. He lives in the tundra, he uses ice instead of fire, and he also goes for the concept of a massive oversized monster that isn't a siege fight. No ballistas or cannons or anything like that, just you versus the monster, and I love using
aren't these
as like
two
a way to
categorized as flying
I think
wyverns?
it was a great continuation of the same energy. Then we get to Monster Hunter Tri, which I think nailed it with both of its final bosses. The village final boss was Sadeas, the gigantic whale elder dragon monster. This perfectly fits the concept of a final boss not only being incredibly story relevant to the game, being a gigantic oversized monster with an otherworldly feel to it as well, and the fact that it is the devs really leaning into the main gimmick of Monster Hunter Tri being an underwater fight in a special arena and very unique as an experience as well. While I was never a massive fan of the fight itself, the design, the atmosphere, and the spectacle of it is an unforgettable experience and a clear upgrade from final bosses in previous generations. generations. I don't think there could be a single better choice to be the village final boss for this game, and it shows a clear sort of increase in relevance for the concept of a village final boss. Then for online quest, the final boss was the first iteration of 𝘕𝘴𝘓𝘕, who is presented as an urgent quest when you hit hr50, for a sort of scale of the difference of what was expected at this point in time compared to that had the unlock requirements for Fatalis in the first game. That said, 𝘕𝘴𝘓𝘕 was also a fantastic final boss example, like an evolution of the ideas behind Fatalis, an unstoppable force of a monster looking entirely unnatural as his design, and instead of just being big and imposing, having high health and high damage, it is reflected through his fight, through him being able to use 4 different elements and the destructive power that he has with all of them as well. Fantastic final bosses, both for village and online in Monster Hunter Tri. Then we have Portable Third, the port for 3rd generation, which did not have underwater combat, and so a lot of things were changed and new monsters were added, of course, as they liked doing with these portable ports, and they included the village final boss here, 𝘕𝘪𝘸, who is also the flagship of Portable Third. This is a very similar situation to 𝘔𝘂𝑥 in Monster Hunter Freedom 2, a monster with a lot of love and care and design, but clearly only a final boss because of a technicality of quest order and progression decisions, more so than because they wanted it to feel specifically like a final boss of the game. For the online final boss of this game, however, this was when they introduced Amatsu, who I think is simply one of the best older generation spectacle monsters. The pure aura emanating from a creature that flies by swimming through the wind, the storms it produces with crazy tornadoes, it's...
I think that Monster Hunter needs to reclass a counter into Canlaws as Flanked Wyvern. The Flying Wyrens because Flying Wyrens didn't exist. Yeah. Aren't Fanged Wyverns like a 5th gen thing? I'm pretty sure. But they only had Flying Wyverns back then. But it still doesn't make sense. In that case, it could have just called them Elder Dragons or whatever. But yeah, they should reclassify them as Fanged Wyverns.
General attacks and just the design of it looking like some sort of divine beast sent down from the sky. A perfect example of final boss energy in my opinion. After that was the expansion of 3rd gen Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. The village final boss for this game was Ivory Latiacris, which I don't think is necessarily like a...
Yeah, I just think it's 5th gen because 5th gen had a lot of new Fanged Wyverns. That's why I'm kind of thinking it's 5th gen.
Bad final boss, specifically because he is the subspecies of the flagship of the original game of the generation, so there's some sort of build up to it through the progression of the games, but I don't think it has the same sort of impact as something like Sadeas either, in my opinion, especially being the landlocked version of something that is most notable for being the flagship of underwater combat as a concept. The final boss of online quests in this game, however, was Dire Morales, the final black dragon that we've seen so far.
We know about
really
him.
Turned up the dial on the concept of a spectacle fight, being an impossibly large monster said to have literally wiped out at least a portion of the population of the Tainted Sea by his mere presence there and the heat that emanated from his body. The fact that his shape resembled a Fatalis as well, but on a gargantuan scale, really made him even more terrifying for anyone who had experienced the Fatalises in previous games before, and I think that this fight is an incredibly cool first experience, but the actual fightability of the monster and the replayability of the quest is a little bit lacking, as it just isn't that interesting of a fight to engage with, and that's similar to Sadeas, who I talked about before as well, because this was when Capcom started to really nail the idea of the spectacle of final boss monsters, making them something that you would remember fighting forever, even if you only
I'm just assuming it's because underwater combat is kind of mid.
These were incredible things to experience because of that, but as we continue into the future, you will start to see the final bosses evolve into something even greater than that. 4th generation then, starting with Monster Hunter 4, the final boss of the village questline was 𝘔𝘂𝘓, and this is the epitome of story relevance, making something feel like a final boss regardless of any other part. The entire story of the game revolves around the frenzy and 𝘔𝘴𝘓 and eventually 𝘔𝘂𝘓 at the end of it in a way that is a very reasonable evolution of something like 𝘔𝑥 or 𝘕𝘪𝘸 being a flagship monster that is also a final boss, but this is the adult variation of the flagship monster, and instead of being just a high quality, more standard monster design, he is a high quality Elder Dragon design specifically, and while it may not have the spectacle of some of the bigger final bosses, I think it still nails that final boss energy in a totally different kind of way. For the online final boss, we had the exact reverse of this, which was 𝘕𝘸𝘸. I have always loved the design of this guy, impossibly large snake with wicked spikes along him that bores through mountains, making his own paths by tunneling through wherever he wants to be.
𝘕𝘸𝘸
This is a
so
perfect example
cool.
of incredibly potent spectacle within the fight itself, something just
The arms are just kind of goofy.
awe-inspiring to see in front of you. But like the larger spectacle final bosses of 3rd generations, he was almost all spectacle, and not the most enjoyable to fight in itself, specifically replaying it multiple times, of course. The first fight, fantastic experience. Fighting it beyond that, though, it just doesn't feel like the same gameplay as the rest of a Monster Hunter game. Fantastic final boss, but definitely a remnant of its era, and something that I think could be done so much better if they chose to bring it back in the modern Monster Hunter gameplay style. Then we had Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which is where things got slightly murkier. Specifically, the technical final boss of Village Quest is Rusted kushala Daora, who after beating it, you have the credits roll for the game, which is the easiest simple way to tell something is what Capcom wanted you to think of as a final boss. Story-wise, Rusted kushala Daora is great as it sort of caps off the storyline of the Ace Hunters perfectly, but fight-wise, it's not a massive variation from regular kushala Daora as a monster, so it's great for story reasons, but not a whole lot of actual final boss energy from the creature itself, in my opinion, or the fight.
That's fair.
There's also a portion of the community that views Apex Seregios as the actual final boss of the village story in this game, as it is the introduction of the Apex system and unlocking the endgame of the game essentially, but this is a bit of an abnormality, and it being the first Apex monster does give it a bit of extra gravitas, but being just one member of a larger system, I wouldn't say it's the best example of a final boss either. The online quest final boss
being from a country new canals for 2nd gen of the Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Friends were in the thing yet. Usually reduce with 𝘕𝘪𝘸𝘸 and Stygian. Oh, yeah, I forgot about 𝘕𝘪𝘸𝘸. But 𝘕𝘪𝘸𝘸 was the only one for a while, right?
of 4 Ultimate, however, was 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵, incredibly large, incredibly threatening creature. The mechanics of it having a Dragonator in his back that you can break off and then use against him, and I think he was a great example of something that was an incredible, unforgettable spectacle, even in one singular fight, but also enjoyable enough as a monster in itself, and close enough to just fighting a monster normally in the game, but with some siege weapon mechanics on top of it, that it became a much more enjoyable experience as a hunt beyond just the spectacle itself. But we'll be talking about 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 again a little bit later on too. In Monster Hunter Generations, the final boss of the village questline was 𝘔𝘂𝘶. This was much closer to Tigrex and 𝘕𝑛ogre being a flagship of that game that just sort of was thrust into the final boss position because of the technicality of quest progression order. And there wasn't even like a proper story building up to 𝘔𝘂𝘶 for this one either. You just have credits roll after fighting him, which makes him a final boss in an inarguable way. The final boss of the online hunt, however, was 𝘔𝑘𝑎rkos. And this is one that I think is very, very special in the way that they did it, because the way that they showed this monster was by having your first fight against him, his low-rank fight, be just a shadow of the full creature, only fighting his tentacles while the actual proper body of the creature stays buried under the bones. And it's honestly quite confusing what the creature even is at that point. And only in his higher rank quest did you get to see the proper full monster revealed, the proper full fight, and it was a really fun way to sort of show this to the players as someone who experienced this in a pretty natural way without being spoiled about it beforehand. The fight was super memorable as well, really good spectacle moveset, including a giant laser beam, and using the low rank quest as a setup for the reveal in high rank is a great idea that was executed very well. For Generations Ultimate, the final boss of the village quest is Valstrax. He fits the bill as something quite abnormal looking with a very unique moveset based mostly around just blinding speed and an incredible spectacle for his super attack if nothing else. And while I would say that he doesn't quite have that final boss feeling, he does serve very well compared to the majority of village quest final bosses that have happened before this point in the series. The online final boss of this game was unquestionably 𝘕𝘛𝘴𝘠. This was an example of a final boss that has that incredible spectacle aspect to it, the insanity of the creature
so badly,
beams and eventually even Dragonators and water wheels, and then using those pieces to construct a full-on mech that you have to disable. It's just a ridiculously over-the-top fight in all of the best ways that completely matches the energy of Generations Ultimate, and yet outside of the mech phase specifically, it does just sort of feel like an exaggerated version of fighting a standard monster. 𝘕𝘛𝘴𝘠 as a beast was very fightable, and so it sort of nailed that final boss energy.
I so hope we get 𝘕𝘛𝘴𝘠 in Wilds expansion.
Some previous spectacle-heavy
goes so hard.
Then we get to the 5th generation, and that's where things start to get a little bit more clear cut, at least for a little bit, because the final boss was simply the monster at the end of the story. In base Monster Hunter World, this was 𝘕𝘪𝘸𝘴𝘦, an unbelievable spectacle directly at the heart of the story of the game, and while it feels much more like fighting an actual monster than some of the spectacle final bosses we've been over, it still is much more bark than bite, much more about that first fight experience, and not something that most people would go out of their way to hunt a bunch of times just for fun. But it was still on the upswing of final bosses. It had undeniable final boss aura and energy, clearly designed purposefully as a final boss by the developers, and the fight was very enjoyable, memorable, and special. You could also make an argument from this point forwards that the equivalent of an online final boss is a final new monster added to these games in 5th generation forwards through the title update system. But I don't think that we want to apply that logic to World specifically quite yet, as that would make the final boss technically be 𝘕𝘁 from the Witcher crossover, which definitely doesn't feel quite right. Moving to Iceborne, the final boss of the story itself was 𝘕𝘪𝘯𝘕, and this one I think is a legendary monster. The story involvement is super high, of course, all leading up to this monster. The spectacle and intimidation factor is intense even from the very beginning of the quest, but then the way that it continues through the fight, the shedding of the mantle of rock, and when you bust it off, the reveal,
I just have no comment except, hey, look, this monster is kind of cool.
And then eventually it opens up to completely unnatural eyes and stares directly into your soul. Its moveset has a bunch of wildly creative beam options. It turns the ground into quicksand and can even sink into it, and it even has a full-on spirit bomb attack. By my own personal opinions, I think in concept, in design, in the way that it plays out as a fight, this is one of the greatest spectacles in the history of the series, even compared to the games that have released since Iceborne. This fight, the first time, I cannot possibly express the feeling of going through it that I had.
I can't wait to play Iceborne.
Because it exists on the internet forever.
That's fucking awesome, whatever the fuck it is.
Wait, what am I looking at? Like,
yeah,
dude,
holy shit,
dude, what air blast lines at me? He's firing. What is that? What is that?
He's the Death Star.
Firing a what the fuck?
Spirit bomb, dude. He's like a giant tree.
𝘕𝘪 was more replayable than 𝘕𝘪𝘸𝘴𝘦 in my opinion, as I just felt like its moveset was more satisfying to fight against despite also being incredibly large, and while it wasn't quite on the level of fightable as something like 𝘠𝘃 or Amatsu in the 3rd gen, it is still my personal favorite final boss experience within the entire series. Then a fun bonus note, the final title update for Iceborne was of course the return of Fatalis, and you could easily make an argument that this makes him count as a final boss in Iceborne as well, and his Iceborne version turns up the spectacle factor to 11 compared to his original fight. It adds a ton of interesting complexities like his super attack and having to hide from it with your actual position in the arena, or the fact that breaking his horns could weaken his fire attacks later in the fight, and it just made him feel like such a perfect example of a final boss, especially when combined with his intimidating design and the history of Fatalis lore. And this was, I think, when the Monster Hunter team essentially got to flex and say, hey, you know the final boss of our first game in the series? This is what that would look like if Monster Hunter 1 had been made today. And holy hell was it an incredible showing, and also a very satisfying fight to actually engage with, while at the same time being one of the most brutally challenging fights the mainline series has ever had. After that, we moved to Monster Hunter Rise, which out of nowhere went back to having village storylines separate from the online quests, confusing the final bossness of it all a bit more. Final boss of village story quests was Magna Malo, flagship of the game, relevant to the story, but this was in that line of final bosses that just happens to be won by technicality of quest progression and story rather than it feeling like it was designed to be a final boss by the devs. Solid monster for sure, but it doesn't feel like a final boss. That said, the final boss of the online story didn't actually happen until the final title update of the base game, because that's when the story actually concluded, and most people theorized that this was due to the timing of the game coming out in early 2021, and so the development cycle was heavily impacted by the big disease that I'm not allowed to say the name of lest YouTube strike me down. And so this is an example of the final title update monster also being the clear ending of the story properly itself, and so it's undeniably the online final boss of Rise, Allmother 𝘕𝘪𝘯, the version of 𝘕𝘪𝘯 that takes in the essence of Ibushi to be an unbelievable spectacle fight after the fact, and a very fightable monster as well, with it essentially sort of having phases on and off of switching between feeling like a regular monster that is a little bit big, and then more like a siege fight properly at different points too. But even just for the fact that you can watch 𝘕𝘪𝘯 consume Ibushi's essence in the quest itself is such an incredible example of the final boss energy radiating from this fight. Then we move on to the Sunbreak expansion, final boss of the story story was 𝘕𝘴𝘦, and it was of course extremely story relevant as like the walking home of the 𝘕𝘃𝘯𝘵, unleashing them upon the lands and causing all of the main issues that happened in the story. The fight itself was very big as a spectacle as well, and the monster looked super unnatural, but to the point that to me it was almost too unnatural. Like it fit the spectacle of making it feel like an insurmountable threat, but it almost felt more alien than terrestrial to me personally. That said, I would say that this was a bit less spectacle than 𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥 was, and a bit less replay value than 𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥 as well, but still an incredible example of a final boss monster in the series, especially with the like phase where you have to shoot him down off of the wall as he tries to climb up and escape, and more than anything else, just the pure constant pressure of what would happen if this monster made it up to the surface and escaped. It created just a perfect atmosphere for the backdrop of this fight. The final title update of Sunbreak was the release of Primordial 𝘕𝘴𝘦, who was an evolved version of the flagship monster, sort of similar to the way that I view 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵𝘩 in comparison to 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 in Monster Hunter 4, except that Primordial 𝘕𝘴𝘦's visuals were a whole spectacle in itself too, and beyond that the fight was absolutely incredible, super in-depth, very unique, and along with having one of the most satisfying yet challenging fights in the game. It just feels like a perfect sort of ending to the story as well, as it sort of caps off the existence of 𝘕𝘴𝘦 being a protector rather than a threat, with this version of him that has both the angelic and demonic sides to it, fully caused by the 𝘕𝘃𝘃𝑯𝘵 themselves, and so I absolutely view him as a final boss as well. Then we move on to the current Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Wilds,
Xeno
and
is
what
really
counts as a
cool.
final boss.
Also,
Well,
Xeno is one of my favorite
right now.
dragons,
Once again,
just
we do
from
away
design
with village
alone.
and online quest splits, and credits roll after the end of the low rank story in this game, which clearly points to 𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥 being the official final boss of Monster Hunter Wilds.
𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥 is such a good final
essentially
boss.
built to use attacks from black dragons, and being a perfect ending of the whole storyline of the constructs and guardians in general, and Wyveria and the Dragon Torch. It all just gives him a massive story impact as well. Mechanically speaking, the way that you had to peel off its regenerating shell of armor to get to the meat of the monster underneath, and the way that it interacted with Wilk as a mechanic with some of the more ridiculous attacks it has, like the massive fire breath. It just made for a creature that felt like some sort of unholy mix of multiple previous final bosses in the series, which is a perfect way to cap off the story that is Monster Hunter Wilds. And I think that this is a fantastic showing of exactly how the concept of final bosses has slowly changed from that first Fatalis in the first game, being mostly a being based on bravado and raw stats, slowly turning into something like 𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥 with massively spectacular visuals in its actual moveset, a deep and intriguing moveset beyond that, meaningful mechanics, and huge story impact. This is how Monster Hunter's final bosses have evolved over the years. That said, there are still two more monsters I want to talk about with Wilds, but I would say that 𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥 is by far the most legitimate final boss for Wilds. The other two are more technicalities. Arkveld is the final boss of the high rank story, which you could call the post story, but he's the final new monster before the end game properly opens up, which makes him pretty clear to say that he acts as the final boss of base high rank. Story-wise, incredible impact. Design-wise, incredible monster. And the fight is one that I consider super satisfying too, but it doesn't have the same spectacle factor as something like 𝘕𝑚𝑴𝑥, which is sort of in line with the fact that it is just one of multiple monsters. It is a flagship that ended up with a final boss position by technicality. Then we should finally discuss 𝘔𝘴𝘦 as the monster that is attached to the final title update for the game. And while the story relevance is minimal,
𝘔𝘰𝘯𝑵 is very much like a final boss.
And now Nadia, as our friends from the 4th generation game, gave him some extra context and importance within Wilds 2, as that's where he was originally from. We talked about his original version, but to really express the gap from a final boss in 4th generation to Wilds, the 𝘔𝘴𝘦 fight is such a great example to look at. In 4th gen, he was a spectacle that felt mostly fightable. In Wilds, the spectacle level is way higher than the original fight, but so is the fightability. The telegraphs, the attack patterns, they're readable and interesting and fun. The phases make sense, and each of them have a distinct combat feel, and the extra oomph of the 4 support hunters really just adding a lot of weight to the quest. The taking the classic Dragonator from his back and replacing it with a freaking laser cannon on his back that you can fire at him for a ridiculously cool moment, and then the big super attacks and damage checks in the final phase just all come together to give him just this incredibly large feeling of being a final boss. And while I think the original 𝘔𝘴𝘦 was a great final boss, GOG in Wilds is a big example of how much the concept of a final boss has grown even in that small of a gap from the 4th gen to the 6th gen. That pretty much does it for today then, everyone. A look back through the Monster Hunter series with a specific focus on the monsters typically considered final bosses of each game. I do think that if we were just going off of what actually feels like a final boss properly, this list would of course be much smaller, but it's important to go through all of them and why they are counted as final bosses if you want to truly understand this series as a whole. I hope you've all enjoyed this then, and let me know your own thoughts on the final bosses of Monster Hunter through the years in the comments down below. Like if you liked the video, subscribe to the notification bell for more. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.
Live is from Frontier. Yeah. It's a good way. I get that flagships being the in quotation marks final boss is kind of underwhelming, but I think it makes sense since they're usually the monster that has, you know, narrative importance. So that makes sense to me. But yeah, underwhelming, sure. Dude, I can't wait to play the older Mon Huns. And if that I mean 5th gen. But yeah, that was a good video. Next video is an Internet Historian one. We watch like one Internet Historian every React stream. Because it's highly requested and gets me the most views. So yeah, we're gonna have another Mon Hun video later today. So yeah, stick around for more Mon Hun. But now you're watching the No Man's Sky video from Internet Historian, which I've been told I'm required to watch after the Fallout video. So we watch it now.
Sponsored by that game everyone loves.
It's how this story goes.
Scientists are racing to unlock the secrets of the cosmos. Questions we once thought impossible to answer are within our grasp. Where does the sun go at night?
Is math related to science?
No.
If the universe is so big, then why won't it fight me?
As we look further into the universe, we see light from distant stars, eons old, perhaps hundreds.
Or open world slob. Yeah, like all I know about No Man's Sky is that it was terrible at launch. That is all I know about the game. That it was absolute garbage at launch. So I am curious.
Thousands of miles away. Hold on, can I get a zoom in on that?
You bet I can. This is one of the world's most powerful telescopes.
You know it's powerful because it has flames on it.
Zoom.
Can this baby do 7?
I can do you one better. Maneuvering to 8 times zoom.
Pressure rising, folding steady. I can see it. Unblur.
It won't hold.
Get me 8.5 times.
You're a madman.
Upscale it to 4K.
That's dangerous.
Will go critical.
Opening
You can't
the
do
blind.
that.
Hold her steady. Uncropping and increasing aspect ratio. Now, punch it. There it is. Life on another world. And to think,
What the
we
fuck
owe it
is
all
that?
to one indie development studio. Hello Games.
Hello.
Let's start at the beginning.
Also, wait, it's an indie game? I thought it was a Sony game. I guess we'll learn about that.
Yeah, it's rewind time. Okay, the year is 2009, Guildford, England. There's a man named Sean Murray, and he's just founded a company called Hello Games.
Sean and the boys are working hard on a brand new IP called Joe Danger. 2010 AD, the game just came out. It's a success.
They're a small team, but they are ambitious.
Let's do something bigger, said Sean.
Wait.
Small team, but they are ambitious.
What's on the board? Game ideas. Raid Shadowy Regions. Car football, FPS chess game, turn-based COD. WoW driving simulator GTA, but it's the whole world. Cyberpunk in 1977, Prince of Iran. Reverse Battle Royale, where circle gets bigger. Okay, cool.
Do something bigger, said Sean. Let's reach for the stars. How about Joe Danger 2? Brilliant. It's 2012. Joe Danger 2 has
amazing.
just come out.
Is Joe Danger phone slop? It looks like phone slop. Is it phone slop?
But that one doesn't perform as well.
We need to do something even bigger than Joe Danger 2.
Wait, there's new shit on the list. Hold on.
Joe Danger.
There's new shit on the board. Red Dead Redemption is set in modern day. They're stunning but only cutscenes. Minecraft 18 plus, hell yeah. Running Simulator Drought Edition. Guitar Anti-Hero Semi-Final Fantasy. Full prequel Before the Apocalypse. Vtuber Simulator. Born Call of Duty. All-female Battlefield 1942. Animal Cross-Dressing. Plants vs. Plants. The second to Last of Us. Wow, single player. I like Animal Cross-Dressing.
Something even bigger than Joe Danger 2. Joe Danger 3? No. Even more out of this world. Something no man has done before.
Joe Danger the mobile game?
Yes! And that
now it's phone slop, okay.
Seriously, guys, biggest thing you can think of.
I'm just a stock image, dude. Why don't you think of something?
Sean pondered for a moment, then turned and looked wistfully into the mirror. Reflected back was the visage of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
If you're going to make a space game, first person, it's never been done before. How about that? I'm going up in orbit to repair the Hubble telescope. That's not a knife. Who are you going to have sex with? How much microwaves are coursing through your body now?
The planet.
True wisdom.
Space game. Procedural generation. Planet. Okay, that sounds good. Yes, we all agree. So they set to work, cobbled together a prototype,
okay.
And by VGX 2013, they are ready to announce another new IP.
No Man's Sky.
Check it out.
Every atom, tree, bird, fish, rock, ocean, cloud, ruin, star, the galaxy, planet, procedural. Okay.
Oh, this is special. Oh my god! This is special.
It looks okay. To be fair, I don't give a single shit about space games. Sci-fi is on my thing. But it just looks fine.
It's 2014, and it's E3 hype time. No Man's
Oh
Sky
god, I
has
miss
promised to
E3
be a
hype
game
time.
like no other. A practically boundless experience vibrant with life and color and things to explore. What's over there? You'll have to be the one to discover it. And then, wow, look at that big f***ing dinosaur, holy shit. And a moment later, we're in space, having a battle amongst a giant fleet. Claim a planet as your own. Explore the galaxy with your friends.
Okay, that's it. This is going to be the best game ever, you guys. It even won awards for its hype. And it will release in June 2016.
It's not.
The hype train was officially loading up and ready to chug out of the station. At every stop of the journey, there would be press junkets talking about the amazing scale of the game. Spread across 18 quintillion planets. It's so vast that by the time you finish exploring it all, I would have 2 new videos published. Sean himself was doing the interviews. Because who is better to talk about the game than the lead guy himself?
But I feel like this is a bad idea. To have a dev talk about the game instead of a marketing person. They could have spokespeople for that, right? That know how to do interviews and shit. Oh no.
He went from interview to interview, and with each question, the answers he gave raised people's expectations of the game's scope.
Can you land on a comet?
Yeah, at the moment you can land on asteroids.
You could encounter other players.
Can you grief other players?
Is this one after this? I don't need to see it. I know it's a bad idea. That's why every single business ever has spokespeople.
A little bit. They're literally building your own, like, massively multiplayer world that's procedurally generated.
Sand planets like in Dune, rivers, walking sentinels, hacking. So sophisticated that light diffracts through the atoms, they had to redevelop the whole periodic table to make it work.
What?
Even Elon Musk was hyped for it.
Okay.
2 years go by. It's early 2000.
If Elon Musk is hyped for it, that just means he's gonna pay someone to play it for him.
2016, and that hype train is really moving now. Perhaps one of the biggest in video game history. Reddit was shoveling most of the gamer fuel. Skeptics and naysayers are treated as ballast and thrown from the carriage doors.
But if only 9 out of 10.
Pre-orders open, and they are doing very well. The date is booked in. Some are even taking the day off work. So much hype there is that... Uh-oh. Jason Schreier of the soon-to-be-defunct Kotaku is about to spoil the party. He announces a delay. From June 2016 to
I
August.
called it's gonna be delayed.
Oh my god.
Liar, the incensed audience cries. Please be quiet, they said. And death threats too.
I got death threats for reporting a video game delay. What the hell? Like, dude, I get being excited for a game, but what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Dude, Redditors, get off the internet. What the hell? Is it even death threats to the devs for delaying the game, right? It's for the reporter who reported on it. Like, Kotaku is garbage, but like, come on. That's so much even for Kotaku.
But he was 100% right. A week later, the delay is officially announced. Ooh, sorry lads, we need more polish, said Sean in his...
Valid. How's the quote? A delayed game is potentially good, but a rush game is always bad, or is forever bad, or whatever. That was things for me. Yeah, Redditors desperately need grass. Yeah. They either need to touch it or smoke it. Either one is good.
Usual accent. To that, Sean received some death threats too, by the way. Although he didn't take them as seriously or go to the police. Yet.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
But the impatient crowd relaxed a bit and said, fine, we will wait. But we expect a level of polish no man has ever seen.
No man's polish.
Speaking of waiting, Shadow Man here. Have you heard of Raidy Shady? My wife died in a plane.
Yay, we love phone slop.
Let's get serious for a moment. Raid isn't just a game with 15 million downloads in the last 6 months.
Can we get some emotes in chat for phone slop?
Think differently. Play Raid.
Yay!
Achieve your dreams. I'm sorry, sir. You've contracted Raid.
By the way, I'm 100% convinced that Raid bought players, so they're at the top of the charts in the App Store.
One of over
like 100%.
Why, hello there. Have you heard about the online RPG?
That's what she got to, yeah.
It's extremely well reviewed on the Play Store.
They don't even have the courtesy to be a gacha with half-naked waifus.
You remind me of my wife.
Like, that's the
Raid is
bare
more than
minimum for a
just game.
gacha, right? To
It's a
have half-naked
reassuring pat on the
waifus.
back from your dad.
But Western
It's
RPGs
a warm
cannot
bowl
do
of
that.
soup on a cold night. It's one last
So
dance
disappointing.
at your wife's funeral. If you haven't played in the arena yet, I'm gonna break into your house. You're all getting Raid for Christmas, kids.
Yeah, honestly, Raid is one of the most generic-looking
Download
fantasy
now,
games
kids,
ever made.
using the link in the description below. You can get an extra 50k silver and an epic champion. Wow, you're the best dad ever. Wait, Mum's dead?
Hi Aiden, how you doing?
Ad over. So let's talk about the team in charge of all that polishing. It's small, tiny. In fact, I haven't been able to find
Regular AAA team, Hello Games. 6 people! Bro! And people expect it to be a AAA game. Fuck off. Fuck gamers. I hate gamers. Chad, please tell me you also hate gamers.
a smaller team behind a AAA release. All of these expectations are on the shoulders of just 6 people, expanding to a team of 15 by the end of production.
Oh god.
July.
I don't play AAA games. I do. It's almost all I play. I play AA and AAA games mostly. Like, bro, who expects a AAA game from a studio of 6 people? What the fuck? Honestly, expectations ruin everything. Just never have expectations so you can never be disappointed.
It's just a couple of weeks until the release date. Whatever the...
There's no way a team that small can make a polished open world game. Yeah. Like, not even massive AAA studios can make a polished open world game. Literally no one can make a polished open world game.
State of the game by now, however much it's finished, that's what's going out. The Hello Games team celebrates with this iconic image.
The quintessential soy face.
They're exhausted. Look at what video game production does to a man.
God, what's wrong with your face?
Nonetheless, they continue, working on the day 1 patch, and... uh-oh. Sean, if your game isn't coming out for another 2 weeks, then why is there a box...
Oh. Did this distributor get their hands on a copy? Interesting.
Copy on eBay? That's right. It's a leak. Someone broke the embargo and is selling early access to the highest bidder. And the bids start rolling in.
Bro, who pays more than a game's retail price to play it like a week early? Like, what? Like, I wouldn't even do that for the game I'm most hyped about ever. Like, what? Somebody tried to leak a game? Like this in Smash Ultimate? Bro, Smash Ultimate leaks were funny. YouTube clicks, of course. Fair. But are YouTube clicks worth it to get sued? Just saying.
It reaches $1,300 US, sold to some guy with the Reddit handle Damien. He gets his hands on it and starts uploading footage to YouTube and Dailymotion. What the frick? Said Sean and Sony. Damien finished it a lot quicker than expected, but he gave it a decent review.
There are things I don't like, there are things I like, but at the end of the day, when I say to myself, what is this game supposed to be? This, what I'm looking at right here, this is what the game is supposed to be.
He noted a few problems, but said he was optimistic that they would be ironed out with the day 1 patch.
Okay, fair.
Sean? It's another leak. Some retailers broke the...
When Sky is treated broken by retailers, gameplay streams now online. who stream a game before release are fucking gross. They suck so much. I hate those kind of people.
Official release date. Journalists too. And they started streaming playthroughs of the game. What the fuck? Sony tried to DMCA all these videos, but their aim was
valid.
terrible.
Round of applause, everyone.
Not valid.
We've officially become No Man's censored by Sony.
Our news story from earlier this week about No Man's Sky leaks has been hit with a copyright strike on YouTube.
They went bumbling around from platform to platform, just taking down any video that even talked about the leak.
Like, I get it, and the DMCA is absolutely valid if the embargo has been broken. But you gotta aim correctly. Like, what? Why is it so hard for these companies to just ban the right people?
Showed the trailer footage. But it was too late. The footage had people talking more skeptically about the game. Especially because there were no early review copies.
That's bad.
And it was looking like the weight of all these expectations had become too
As it would take too long to verify stuff. I guess.
much.
And, you know, it's kind of an emergency situation, so I kind of get it, but that is such horrible PR. Like, oh my god.
The whole thing was about to give. Oh no. It's
Yes,
August.
based on I can hear you lie.
Everyone's here. We've all bought the game and we're fucking hyped. Here we go, lads.
Let's go, gamers.
Oh dear lord, it isn't finished. Hello, Sean. It is me, the auditor of games. I used to work at an astronomy lab. Don't worry about that. It seems like you've made a lot of promises. Promises that you have not kept. Let's go through the checklist. Have you got any large-scale joinable space battles?
Nobody would want that.
Ringed planets?
No. No.
Fine. Well, at least let me play as a trader.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them...
No.
Those sand planets from June look nice. Think I might... Please, Sean, there must be rivers.
No, it's not.
Animals interact with each other in the environment?
No.
But they didn't even have basic geographical features to use in Generation. What? Huh?
Packs of walking sentinels,
That's
Sean.
dumb.
No.
I'm literally crying right now. Should I even ask whether I can play as a space pirate?
No.
No.
Factions with different attributes.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Oh!
Fly between star systems manually.
But nobody's actually done it yet.
If I can maneuver like in the trailer, I'll still be happy.
No.
Well, day-night cycles determined by the orbit of the sun.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Land on an asteroid, radio chat, and name your
Is
ship
there
pack
anything in this
all that
game?
stuff about the elements, Sean.
No.
This is not good, Sean. This is very not good.
And ironically, the only bugs this game does...
So what features did the game have at launch? It doesn't seem to have anything. But what? I'm so confused. Travel build. Well, at least there's building, right? Then the plan mined and then move on to the next one. That sounds boring as hell.
doesn't have other butterflies in the demo.
Buried buildings, aggressive emojis, tractor beam malfunctions, animal husbandry, oil slick world, raining grass, retarded animals doing retarded things.
Did it say upgraded? Did it basically upgrade your ship and that's it? Your ship and base and that's it? If you have a base? Was there base building? Bro. That sounds boring as hell. I think there was... So only ship upgrades and that's it. Wow. How much on which price tag did the game release in? Was it $60? Because that sounds like a $20 game at the most. I believe there was only preset stuff to build. Wow. It does say the best. No. Was indeed $60 for like an alpha build. Wow. And it was, oh god, I'm sure he's gonna mention special edition, but what was the special edition? $100?
Ship's interiors disappear. First person mode as a gun. That's not how flying works. That's my only means of transportation, leaving the planet. Take off. Really take off. Holes in the map. Holes in my graphics card. Whole lot of nothing from down here. Textures bugging out, animals bugging out. Animals breakdancing. Look at these busy hands. Hello there. And a couple of unrequested ejector seats.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I get the picture. No wait, poor graphics rendering. Some can't even start the game. Frame rate issues, constant crashes. Major publications are having trouble playing the game on their machines. Even the best 1080 Ti's are stuttering. Alt-tabbing? That's a guaranteed crash. Desktop notifications? That's a crash. Playing the game? That's a crash. Changing options in the game without restarting? You'll get this. And if you got the pre-order version with the bonus spaceship, you might have a problem. Your special ship already comes with a hyperdrive inside it. Great, right? No, because you have to craft it in order to finish the tutorial missions. And if you haven't finished the tutorial missions, you can't leave the star system. So whoops, until they patch it, you're stranded.
That's why I give my kids
Bro.
No Man's Sky. A fool.
Ah, my ship's in bits! Okay, thank you.
Just a quick note about how high expectations were for this game and just how many people
When Sky as big as PS4 launch ever. Bro.
bought it on release, myself included. Over 3/4
Isn't 10 players. Damn.
of a million purchases on Steam at launch. It's the single best-selling game on the PlayStation Store that month. And the large proportion of people who bought it in the hopes of playing with their friends, well, you're in for a surprise. This one
Did it not have
is a literal
multiplayer?
game changer.
Is it even possible to meet up with your friends in No Man's Sky? The answer is absolutely yes, it's possible.
On multiple occasions, Sean said it was definitely in the game.
Will you be able to play with your friends? Yeah.
Can you run into other people, other players on the game?
Yes. But then just before the release, Sean posted this cryptic tweet.
To be super clear, No Man's Sky is a multiplayer game. Please don't go look for that experience. Nah. Multiplayer was probably the biggest selling point on the game, no? Nah, you can't say that right before release, no. When everyone already pre-ordered, nah.
To be super clear, No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game. Please don't go in looking for that experience.
Bro.
So there's no multiplayer function. But then the next line contradicts that.
Because the chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this big is pretty much zero.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, so it is multiplayer. You just have to overcome this finding each other hurdle.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Okay.
Right? No, it's more confusing than that. because the box doesn't mention online play, just network features. And the collector's edition had its online play icon stickered over. So customers are going, which one is it, Sean? Just tell us if it has multiplayer or it doesn't have multiplayer.
Yeah, just be clear about it.
Sean wouldn't give any.
Isn't how we need Sean to comment because people are making up theories. It's still possible. There would be endless debate and people will argue it's still possible. Then we get Sean to answer a few simple questions. Can you go to the same location as another player on the planet and see them in the game? What are the conditions needed for you to see them? You don't stop asking Sean until he answers the first question. At least. It needs to be explicit, not just say that it isn't a multiplayer game. Yeah. I've seen creative every day is how a turtle accidentally created a perfect live stream yet. A great suggestion for you to watch. I already know about Neuro. So I don't really have need to watch that video, but sure.
Answered. But after hundreds of thousands of purchases, people soon took it upon themselves to find out. Despite the claims that it would be so improbable.
Chances that are incredibly rare, just because of the size of what we're building.
On the very first day, two people noticed they were only 4 star systems from one another, and they met up on the same planet in a live stream.
Oh?
Oh dear.
A black pillar.
Our streams are exactly lined up. If you go look at my stream, we're looking at the exact same area right now if you don't move.
Yep, that's the same spot. And they can't see each other.
I'm alone!
That settles it.
Damn.
It's not multiplayer because it's so big. It's not multiplayer because it's just not fucking multiplayer. And this led to quite a revolt.
Yeah, it's understandable to be outraged about that.
So amazing.
The one time Redditors are correct in being outraged because that was stupid as shit. What the hell, Sean?
Two people found each other on the first day.
That has blown my mind.
So why can't we see other players in game?
Wow, so many of you playing.
Yeah.
I don't take suggestions, not now. I have videos I want to watch today. So I don't really know.
Sean, but what?
Truly amazing. My mind is blown.
Bro.
So what's the game actually like then?
Is it any good? That is a difficult thing to say.
Well, it certainly is stylish and pretty, and there are a lot of places to explore. But that doesn't mean there's much to find. In fact, the game boils down to a very simple loop. Hold down the trigger to pick up resources, deal with a full inventory, get an upgrade, leave the planet, go to another planet. Hold down the trigger, deal with a full inventory, get an upgrade, leave the planet, go to another planet. Hold down the trigger, deal with a full inventory, leave the planet, go to another planet, deal with a full inventory, get an upgrade, leave the planet, go to another planet. That's
If I spend $60 on that game in that state, I would have Persona 3'd myself. What the hell?
$60, ladies and gentlemen.
Refuel your multi-tool, refuel your life support, refuel a separate part of your multi-tool that shoots bullets instead of the mining beam, refuel your launch thrusters. It's busy work that makes it look like you have something to do.
This is worse than phone slop. Phone slop gives you more to do. What? Probably bones than launch Minecraft. Dude, Minecraft, you could do it so much in compared to this. Huge procedural generated universe, nothing to do. Yeah.
It's not real.
How dare you?
What followed was one of the most dramatic crashes in player numbers in gaming history.
Understandable.
Sales in the UK fell by 81% in the second week. Concurrent players on...
I honestly would have expected more. Because that means 19% of players kept playing for some fucking reason. What?
Steam dropped from 212,000 in August to just over 2,000 by September and fewer than 1,000 by October.
Wait a minute, is that what? The sales drop. I thought that was players, not sales. Because sales drop off after launch anyway.
And what followed that was perhaps the biggest pylon in gaming history. Reviewers on YouTube panned the game.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You done fucked it up!
I had no hype, and I can tell you that, even without that disappointment, this game is hot garbage.
Has anyone?
It was there were less than 1K players, yeah. But it got a huge first month of sales rated, then only got 90% or more sales. 90% is still a lot for how garbage the game is.
Coined 𝘕𝘴𝘦 yet.
Numerous times within the first 2 hours of the game, I kept saying, this is it, fuck this shit.
Reviewers in the media were almost as harsh.
Devastating realization that most of the crafting, combat, and other activities you do on and between those planets ranges between bemusing and outright bad.
The criticism was deafening.
Sean!
And a lot of it really funny and creative.
The best refund simulator of 2016, and often to refund again. What the hell? That is funny as shit.
𝘕𝘴𝘦 made a video that captured the sentiment of that day, and if you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out.
So people are furious, the game is boring, and soon people discover that complaining about the game is actually more fun than playing it.
Wait, I'm now 3.5 hours into the tutorial pretty much.
So they started complaining about it like they were grinding for an achievement.
Achievement unlocked. Running, complaining, and pissing and shitting everywhere. Isn't that just everyone on Twitter?
This sucks.
Fucking Minecraft in space!
Many people made compilations of all the unfulfilled promises. One guy on the subreddit compiled a big list of all the missing features. Front page. Got a defense for No Man's Sky? Enjoy your downvote. In fact, the entire No Man's Sky subreddit was in such disarray it had to be locked.
Damn.
So by the end of the month, Metacritic was like scrolling through a bowl of Cheerios. By October, it was one of the worst rated games on Steam, with an aggregate of mostly negative from more than 70,000 reviews. The outrage at the game was headline news for weeks on dozens of games news publications, and the price on eBay and Amazon and secondhand at game.
Oh my god. You know it, the game is bad. If it's cheaper on eBay than in the store. That's when you know a game is really bad.
GameStop was crashing through the floor. Please, no more. But the beatings had only just begun. The demo planet was data mined and found to be, of course, totally scripted and not randomly generated at all.
This image was as managed to get up to max, yeah. Honestly, reviews are so whatever. As long as the game is fun, who gives a shit what the reviews say?
I've just got to pick one of these at random. If anything horrible goes wrong, just keep in mind that I've not been here before.
It wasn't some level that we built or something like that, even though I think it looks quite nice in places.
People watching this would wonder why you're showing this area again. Like, what's so special about demoing the game on this planet?
Oh, no, it's just a place that looks nice.
No, bad Murray.
I could have ended the demo with some, pre-scripted crazy thing that would happen. You know what I mean? The normal thing of like, and then a monster emerges from behind the mountains,
Where is that Sean scream from? Is it Heavy Rain? I forgot where that meme is from. Can someone remind me of that?
People see what's going on with the game and feel lied to. This is false advertising, they say, and angry customers start
It was
surfing
false
out on
advertising,
Wall Street.
actually.
On September 28th, the ASA busts through the door and goes, "Yep, too many complaints. We're going to investigate." But then soon after, the ASA cleared them of any legal wrongdoing. Technically, the
He made famous from a glitch cutscene in Heavy Rain. Oh, what does the glitch do? Is it that you can spam yelling Sean? Was that it? I have never played Heavy Rain, so I wouldn't know.
Only thing they're interested in is what's on the back of the box, what's on the store page, and what's on the Steam page. So it's technically not false advertising.
But what about all the marketing? And the interviews and shit?
But of course,
Is it
technically
hilarious?
not
Okay.
illegal doesn't mean much to an angry audience. October 28th, Hello Games Twitter.
How many additional monsters does Area 3 have? It's okay. What? Oh, you're talking about Stories 3, yeah? I don't know. Wait, let me think. I think 2. Yeah, there's 2. For sure. I don't know if there's more.
Is hacked. The hacker posts, "No Man's Sky was a mistake," and is shitting on the game in the replies. Turns out Sean didn't use two-factor authentication.
If anyone was mistaken, it was not. It was using LinkedIn without two-factor authentication. Shut up, Sean. What the fuck?
On his LinkedIn, and that's how they got in.
I still hacked and stuff, 100% not hacked anymore. See, those mails in that tweet were fake. Back to work.
They also sent discrediting emails to journalists, which they knew would rile people up if published. Some people even show up to their offices to take photos and knock on the
I see Sean needs to stop using Twitter. He's not good at it. Like, bro.
door, even at night and on the weekend. They posted empty pictures of the office, so naturally out of context, this started rumors that Hello Games simply took the money and ran. This in addition to numerous bomb and
Because of death threats this week. On very Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone. Bro! Stop using Twitter!
death threats during that period. Those ones Sean did have to take seriously.
Regular intervention from police and Scotland Yard and things like that.
And while Sony didn't quite throw them under the bus, it was more like a gentle push under a minivan when Sony President Shuhei Yoshida admitted that Hello Games did not have a great PR strategy for No Man's Sky.
Well, yeah, they're a team of 6. They don't have a PR person. Obviously. What?
The press took the ball with that one and ran. But despite all of this, all of the negative press, they were actually nominated for a couple of awards. But by this point, Murray and the...
Wait, what awards?
They were...
Innovation Award. Shut up. Pokemon Go? Sure. Pokemon Go was innovative.
Actually nominated for a couple of...
Best Technology and Honorable Mentions. Best Technology. Nah.
Awards. But by this point, Murray and the other members of Hello Games were so downtrodden and so sure they weren't going to win that they opted to go elsewhere for dinner.
Yeah, that's valid.
And the Innovation Award goes to No Man's Sky.
Nah. What exactly did they innovate with No Man's Sky? They didn't innovate shit. Stupid. Precision generation. That was already Minecraft. What do you mean? That's how Minecraft works.
This lovely trophy going once.
We won an award. Oops. We were eating dinner. Talking about how we definitely wouldn't win an award. Bruh. Shh, don't tell the Game Award shows. Game Award shows are full of shit anyway.
I'm going to accept this on the behalf of Hello Games, and congratulations to them. And I'm going to walk off stage like I planned that whole thing.
By this point, you've got to feel just a little bit sorry.
Hello, showers. Just keep crying in the showers to a minimum. Thank you. Understandable.
And then what followed that was the final straw for many.
That's enough.
No particular incident,
Oh.
but a lack of incidents.
Oh no.
Silence.
Did they just go radio silent? That is just as bad as posting tone-deaf shit on Twitter. That is just as bad.
Over 3 months of not a damn word from no.
We totally focus on customer support right now. Then we move on to improving and adding features to the game.
No Man's Sky. Where are they? Where is my refund? Where is Murray? Shouted into the void. The game was
Sean!
over, and it was dead.
Damn. So that was just the worst launch ever. Honestly, Concord had a better launch than that. What? Even Concord did better than this. What the hell? Same story on the other side. Nothing had a worse launch than Concord. But at least Concord had all the features they promised. At least Concord had gameplay. Is what I mean. I mean, nothing is going to be worse than Concord getting pulled off stores after like 2 weeks. But at least Concord had all the features they promised. It is. Then it got me agreeing something was good about Concord. The one good thing about Concord is they hit the bare minimum. The bare minimum was just not enough. John!
The year is 2000 AD. Sean has just graduated from university and is headed into the big wide world. He rises up the ranks at a number of studios, eventually working as a technical lead for Black and technical director for Burnout 3.
Oh, Burnout 3 was good.
When Burnout's developer is bought by EA, he is in his late 20s. And he and 3 of his buddies decide to leave and start their own studio.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we make our own shit now.
Hello Games. This was a risky venture.
So we'd done this incredibly foolish thing of like quitting our jobs, and then we had to sit down and try and decide what the game was going to be.
Together they create their first title, Joe Danger.
Cool.
They work on this game day and night. In fact, even once they were arrested in their own office because the police thought they were there to rob the place, because who would be working at 11 PM on a Sunday night?
Jad, imagine working on something at 11 PM. Totally not me editing videos.
But they had to work that hard. Like any startup, it was a huge financial and professional risk. They had no income. They were working in a tiny room above an old tile shop, living off savings. And to keep the project running, Sean even sold his house.
So we made a really tough and probably at the time seemed really foolish decision. It's kind of almost embarrassing for me to talk about. I sold my house and just basically went all in and funded what we were doing, which is not something I would recommend anyone else do.
Yeah, it's kind of
By
stupid.
June 8th, 2010, they had done it.
Even if it works out, selling our house for something is stupid.
The game was good, and they could breathe a sigh of relief because on the very first day it hit the PlayStation Store, they made their money back.
Nice.
2 years later, Joe Danger 2 was released. It was not the commercial success they had hoped for, and they didn't want to just keep pumping out sequels. That was a trap big players in the industry had fallen into. In his spare time, Sean started working on a prototype for a procedurally generated game. They took another gamble and scrambled to get a trailer out in time to present at VGX 2013. So the project is official now, and the pressure is on. Around this time, Sean is also looking to start a family. Concurrent to all this development, he would go on to have 3 kids. So the weight of responsibility is really piling on. But their hard work will pay off, as they're finally going to have a chance for some R&R around Christmas.
They woke up to find their homes.
Oh no, did the studio flood? Oh no. Did it fuck up all what they worked on so far?
Flooded, their cars submerged, and their plans for Christmas Day very much ruined.
Bad news. Rain. Rain and flooding in the south of England.
You could say heavy rain.
Right around the Hello Games office. They
Wonderful.
are completely inundated, and they return from their holidays to find laptops floating around at waist height. But some good news. They hadn't lost any data. So
Okay,
they pulled
good. Then he kindly offered them resources to help them recover from the flood and scale up production, but the offer was declined. They said no to Sony handouts. These might be the good guys.
Soldier on. Development continues. So there they are, working in a damp office, and then ding dong. Ooh, who's at the door? It's Danish mathematician Dr. 𝘕𝘂𝘕𝘠. He's seen the game.
Hello.
And he says, they are using my super formula in perfect English, and there is a potential for a lawsuit. Sean says they didn't, and he can prove it. So they have a meeting, and the claim is eventually dropped. Lawsuit evaded. So back to work,
cool.
guys. Ding dong.
Human nature took the hello showers memo literally. True.
It's Sky Television. They've seen the game.
You are infringing on our Sky trademark.
They said in perfect
Shut
speech.
up.
They had succeeded in getting Microsoft to change SkyDrive to OneDrive.
Bro. Big companies are so dumb. Nobody's gonna think of Sky the streaming service or whatever when they hear No Man's Sky. Also, this is why Microsoft's Drive thing is called OneDrive. Seriously? That is so dumb.
And they were about to give gamers No Man's 1 under threat of lawsuit. But this lawsuit didn't just go away. The threat loomed over them for the next 3 years.
If any said with Sky, do you know what they own the word Sky? Shut up. We can color the game No Man's Sky. Piece of secret, the stupid legal nonsense over. You should be unable to own normal ass words. Like owning a name, like I don't know, some not normal word name. I can't think of anything right now. Sure, but owning a normal ass word, fuck off. That should not be possible.
Right up until the month before release. So they get back to work and ding dong. It's Sony with some good news for once.
Hey Sony.
We like a game, kid. We want to feature it front and center and make you a big star. This could mean millions of dollars in additional revenue. They said, yeah. But along with it, a lot of press for this game would need to be done.
Oh. I think I see now what's going on. They had to shit out a completely unfinished game, so the Sony shareholders don't get angry. Because shareholders don't know how game development works. Oh no. Oh no.
Being a small team, they didn't have anyone for PR. They had their designers.
The guy to bank his owns the abbreviation 𝘕𝘬 for orange shores. I mean, abbreviations is something else. Really? Because I never called orange shoes 𝘕𝘬.
They had their developers, and that was about it. So it's up to Murray. Sean's in his early 30s.
Shareholders ring everything as always. Yeah. Like whenever it comes to garbage company decisions, most of the time, the reason is shareholders who don't know shit. The only thing shareholders know is how to spend money, and that's it.
He's now not super young, but relatively young and inexperienced for this type of media circuit. This deal with Sony put extra pressure on them. It set deadlines. It's not that it's Sony's fault, but they're locked in now with much less flexibility.
It's not Sony's fault. It's the shareholders' fault.
So when May rolls around and they have no option but to delay, even if they wanted to ask,
the trick is to be a shareholder. Yeah, sure. Just become a majority shareholder and get bad company onto the right path.
for an extra 6 to 12 months of development, which they really need, it's probably too much to ask.
This would acknowledge that I'm speculating a bit here. This has been stated definitively. Okay, cool.
So they extend from late June to August. Only 6 weeks.
6 weeks is nothing in game dev.
What's going to happen to multiplayer and a bunch of other promised features. So here's how the hype happened. Scope of game. Time. And here's the line which shows the reality of development. Progress is steady and ends in August 2016. Now here is the line of player expectations. It should start out here and follow along the purple, but the overhyping trailer comes out and puts us way up here. In this trailer,
this is why you don't announce games years in advance. This is why. This is why you don't announce shit years in advance. Because then this shit happens.
It features a bunch of things that Hello Games thinks they're capable of having in the game by 2016. That's the first big mistake.
This is exactly why you don't announce it so early.
It costs $60 and there's a collector's edition.
Wait, did it say the
price? Then it's announced for PlayStation and it costs $60 and there's a
An edition just has a model ship in it, okay. That's cool.
collector's edition. Second,
that's not bad for a collector's edition.
Mistake. That puts us all the way up here. And I think this is the main problem. Because price tags set expectations.
Yes.
For a $60 game,
that's why people shit on Nintendo so much about $80 Mario Kart. Because higher price means more expectations. This edition was $150 USD. I mean, for Disney's size ship model, in addition to the game, assuming the game would be, you know, in a polished state, that's not a bad deal. That's not a bad limited edition.
This was seriously barren and disappointing. Now, if they had put it out for $20 as an indie game or an alpha...
I said $20! I said it looks like a $20 game.
No problem. But when they gave it the AAA treatment, people rightfully aligned their expectations with other games in that category. That is the main reason customers' expectations were so skewed. Then Murray went to interviews, exacerbating the problem. Every time he mentioned a feature in the game, even in passing, fans set their expectations to AAA heights for that feature. Now, some people think that interviews are the main problem. In my humble opinion, not so much. Most people never saw these interviews. It's not that rickety 12-foot ladder Sean's standing on that's the main problem. It's the 900-foot building he's perched it on in the first place.
Yes.
So the obvious solution here would be an official statement. Hey guys, look, don't expect a 10 out of 10.
Wait, what? That's when Star Citizen is speed up. The fuck is Star Citizen?
Expect more of a 5 out of 10. No, the publisher just sank an enormous investment of marketing and opportunity into the game.
What's wrong with you?
And that would be a huge middle finger to them. The publisher isn't going to make you hype the shit out of your game, but you can't talk it down either. So, it's kind of stuck up there. In some ways, during the interview, he tries to temper expectations, but it's limited.
Can you build a space station?
No.
No.
But let's not gloss over
Oh,
the
liars. First artist Kickstarter, never heard of it ever.
Sean is a technical guy. He's a developer. He's also the introverted type.
He's autistic as shit, got it. Can relate.
And the big lights and the stuff on camera does not come naturally to him.
Is it super nerve-wracking to talk on stage at E3?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I personally find going on stage at E3 like the hardest thing I've ever done. That's something that I would have had in a nightmare before. You know what I mean? It's
literally
same, bro. Just look at the way he does things and talks. It's very clear. Yeah. It's like me for real, for real.
You ever done?
Yeah.
Still, he stepped up and took interviews for his game from 2013 to 2016. And the main thing people wanted to hear about were the features.
Can you have more than...
So every planet, will there be wormholes?
Right.
At what point do you get points or anything?
From these interviews, people took Sean to be a liar, a Peter Molyneux or a chess club member out to sell his game at whatever reputational cost. But I think the truth is more complicated than that. Sean and the team are indie developers working on a new IP. Their project and plans are constantly in flux. They have no idea how large chunks of the game are going to look, especially not a couple of years out from release. And crucially, Sean doesn't understand that something mentioned in 2013, even said in passing, is going to be seen as a promise in the year 2016.
That's why I need a PR person.
Even if by then you've decided to cut it from the game. For example, orbiting around the sun.
Day has turned it out because the planet has actually rotated on its axis.
This originally was in the game, but it caused the player too much confusion. It kept being reported as a bug in the beta, as people left the planet and then returned to find everything different. But nonetheless, into the Lion compilation it goes. So while they're still essentially formulating the game,
So beta testers are just stupid.
the
Bruh.
media all want a piece of Sean and to report on features first. Conversely, Sean thinks the reporters might help
The one you can't blame Hello Games for. Yeah, that's just beta testers being stupid as shit.
to temper down things by emphasizing that Hello Games is an indie studio. But that is not how journalism is done.
Yeah, journalism is... it's never nice.
This is how journalism is done.
Can you customize the look of your character?
Sort of.
Full customization
Customization like aspects confirmed to be in No Man's Sky, says Sean Murray.
confirmed in No Man's Sky.
We love journalism.
Periodic table to create atmospheric particles that would diffract light at just the right wavelength.
Who the fuck told you? The press kind of operates.
Sensationalism, yes. Just gotta get the clickbait so people click on the article and look at the ads. That's really how journalism works. You just make a clickbaity title so people click on your website and get blasted with the ads. That's it. That's all they do.
It's downstream from the community.
Journalistic integrity? What the fuck is that, right?
Because things are click-driven as to what stories you get served and things like that. But a rumor would surface from Reddit straight to the front page.
There's all this hype, and the project has increased in scope dramatically, and keeps increasing as the months go by, until a point. They are close to the deadline, and have to delay, and the reality of what they can achieve in the little time remaining is staring them in the face. They know they're not going to be putting out a finished game. They're worried. There's nothing more they can do. And the fear that they will disappoint the audience is growing on Sean and the team.
I worry about, like, disappointing people.
Upon release, all of these clips are seen as proof that Sean is a liar. And what doesn't help is his body language. I mean, it's kind of the body language of someone who is lying. And
No, I diagnosed him with autism. My autism radar is going off. Because I behave the same way. IRL. I behave the exact same way as he does. To be fair, people also accuse me of lying a lot, so I guess I relate a lot.
this is why I mentioned he's an introvert. Remember, he's a technical lead. Actually, a really good one. But not a salesman. Cut him just a little bit of slack, because this is simply how he talks. Here are some innocuous questions, and he answers them honestly.
Lead producers on No Man's Sky?
Yeah, I guess I'm a developer on it, I suppose.
We did do some lying, and I've been more nervous than anything else. Yeah, exactly.
Just the, creator or something like that.
No, I really like making games. I don't necessarily love talking about making games.
I think you did a good job,
even though you know you guys are very nice.
Mate, seriously.
Same body language. And Jesus Christ, they have him up on stage and in front of cameras and bright lights and on the goddamn Colbert Report. Try keeping your nerve on that. Nonetheless, free of that
yeah,
context,
I couldn't do
the
this.
clips have him cemented in the community as a liar. So the graph plays out right to release. And that graph, it's actually a track. And that track is what the hype train runs on. So it comes barreling up the hill. Instead of pulling into the station, it's
gonna fly off
right through the roof. The disaster unfolds. They are absolutely shit on. So there were Sean and Hello Games, surrounded by the rubble of their former reputation. Punished Sean was at his lowest point, hated by the majority of the gaming community. But they were still alive, and they had made tens of millions of dollars. They were left with two choices. Take the money, start a new project, and be a pariah, a cautionary tale of the industry and hated by the gaming community forever.
Is what most people do.
Pick themselves up, get back to work, and with potentially no profit motive, finish the game.
It allowed me to do something that I've always done in difficult times, whether it was crappy bosses that I've dealt with before or crappy situations at school growing up. I got my head down, I sat in front of a computer.
Wait, and now Colbert is part right of the new Lord of Rings. I mean, new Lord of Rings is gonna be garbage anyway because it's new. because it's gonna be basically fan fiction, so
computer, and I made games, which is what I enjoy.
They picked number 2.
Biggest.
So, here's the plan. The team is assigned to fixing bugs and the most obvious problems. Go. Sean tells the team to stop reading all the overwhelmingly negative feedback on the game.
Yes, stop reading negative shit. Like in general. Just stop. Stop reading negative news all the fucking time. It's not good for your mental health. I stopped reading negative shit and I'm way better off.
And he reroutes all of it to his personal devices. Emails, forum posts, Google News alerts, player feedback, it's all going directly to him now. Then he starts breaking
Autism is the way to success here. Damn, we love goodism.
that down into data sets. People who haven't bought the game, people who have bought it and played it for 100 hours, people who have returned it, etc. Then he starts compiling those complaints into usable data.
This shit is so autistic as fuck. That's something I would do. I mean, I make like sheets and notes and everything about everything. God, I was writing my autism diagnosis on him. God damn.
Focusing on the people with the most sincere experience
As we
of the
move,
game.
yeah.
Then we start making a big laundry list of all the things that need adding and prioritizing. First thing to fix is that full inventory. Then community mod support. Then a third thing, etc, etc. This is going to take an enormous amount of work to pull off, and they're not going to make the same mistake twice. So they would need to sharply adjust their PR strategy. Anything they said right now, an admission of guilt,
I've made a severe,
would be met with criticism. Denial, it's not that bad, would be met with criticism. Corporate speak, well, we endeavored to make the best game we could and we are proud of what we have, would be met with criticism.
Yeah.
Half of the problems have been caused by speaking too much. So they were going to do a...
But did anyone in chat right now play No Man's Sky when it came out? Just wondering. And for anyone watches that later on YouTube, anyone watching had the game at launch, share your experience.
Complete 180. Instead of adding more fuel to the fire, instead of accidentally promising fixes that might also not...
Alien anime girls are coming. Hell yeah! We love alien anime girls.
...be delivered, they wouldn't speak to the press again.
Female traits you're talking about, I'd say that's a generalization.
Oh, that I remember that bitch.
They were going to speak
One of the worst people I've ever seen.
the community directly from now on. So they told
We focus on customer support right now. When improving and adding features to the game. Yeah. And I hope these features are the features you promise. Like samples and chained worms. What happened to those? Hashtag no man's lies. Damn.
the audience they were working.
It's just some reporter who is very, very stupid.
On it, and went completely silent. 1 day passed. No word. 2 days.
He's talking about some political shit.
A week. Have you heard from Hello Games? They just had this disastrous release. Nope, haven't seen them. I hope they're working on the game. 2 weeks. Dude, are you working on this thing? Just ignore them, just work. 3 weeks. Okay, what the fuck is going on?
WTF, it's locked.
A month. They took the fucking money and
On a feminist politics, those things. Yeah, that's the one.
ran, didn't they?
Wait, missing. Have you seen me? The date missing. August 16th.
Don't say anything. It's
Sure.
2 months. 3 months.
Sean!
By now, most people were convinced that the game was abandoned. They had made their money. It's all over. Then, after over 100 days of absolute silence, a tweet. Foundation.
We could have lived our lives over the last months. You know how meaningful this is. Here's update 1.1. Let's go.
The first big patch. It is me, Sean. No, go away, Sean. I am mad at you. It has been too long. But I bring
But it's a foundation update, base building, because it showed a base on the thing.
you gifts. Its accent sucks. It brought base building, new game modes,
Yes.
farming, camps, and freighters, as well as a lot.
Okay, cool, cool.
You will have to try harder than that, Sean, to win my love back. It still fell well shy of the promised game. Too
That's
little,
fair.
too late. So Sean left, returned to his team, and got back to work. A few more months went by, and then another tweet.
Pathfinder update, okay. Eagles?
Fuck? Oh, it's you, Sean. I bring you online base sharing, own multiple
Ooh.
starships, starship specialization, multi-tool specialization and classes, permadeath modes, vehicles you can drive around in, and create racetracks for them too with time trials.
Okay, so I need to look like a game now.
Look at this. Okay, that's pretty good, but I'm still...
Man, it would make this paid DLC true.
mad, and there's still a ton promised that isn't in the game yet. So Sean went away once more. A few more months went by. Knock, knock. Oh, it's you, Sean. What is it now? I bring you an overhaul to the storyline. new worlds,
Ooh.
crashed freighters, space combat, terrain editing, portals, procedural mission system, interstellar trading, and joint exploration. By now, people were really starting to...
No Man's Sky is good now. Hell yeah! But this is like a year after release. Okay, cool. I think check when this video was released, I recall. This video coming out free up. Wait, when was this video released? Hold on. 6 years ago. In January 2020. They're still making updates. When did the most recent update come out? Okay, do check that. We watch more.
And to Hello Games.
The game has in many ways exceeded what was promised.
It's a substantially better game now.
No Man's Sky is back, baby!
People saw this was an honest...
Last month? 11th. Bro. Damn.
effort to fix the game, and the number of employees working on it was growing, from a studio of 15 to 25. Sean Murray and Hello Games social media also started becoming more active and engaging with the audience. The subreddit was flourishing once more. The price of the game secondhand on Amazon, eBay, and GameStop was going up. Then a few more months went by. Next, a really big patch.
Oh my god. Holy shit! I just got goosebumps.
To be super clear, No Man's Sky is not fuck that. Here's the full and proper multiplayer experience. Ringed planets, third-person mode, character customization, a galactic atlas on an external website for the community, vast overhauls to base building and crafting and resources, and it also brought the game to Xbox. In fact, with the release of Next in July
for a game for real, right?
2018, No Man's Sky was the 6th top-selling console game for the month.
Six Siege, Cold World War II, GTA 5, FIFA 18, Fortnite. Damn! It beat out Crew 2 and Far Cry 5. Damn!
It climbed
Okay.
its way back into Steam's top 10. It reached nearly 100,000 concurrent players. It brought another $24 million across all platforms. Their Steam rating went from mixed to very positive. People were getting back on board in a big way. But they weren't done yet. Better creatures, weird underwater shit, discoveries in bases and environments and equipment, and it keeps going. New biomes, more diversity, archaeology, more things to discover. By now, Sean and the gaming inspector, personification of the gaming community, had literally patched things up and were making out on the couch.
Oh hell yeah!
Which was when he released his biggest patch to date of this video.
Oh my god, dude!
Free VR
Man's Sky
support.
Beyond.
Not
I think I
all of the
heard
game
about
you have
that.
to pay for, like some titles. Overhauls to NPCs.
But they made a free VR update? Yaoi time. Hell yeah, we love Yaoi time. They added VR for free? God damn!
Tech trees, base building, streamlined multiplayer, ride animals around. All sorts of stuff that was never promised in the first place. And they're still adding more stuff.
Okay.
Someone at Valve, who was a fan of the game, said to me, what you do now is more important than what you say. There's only one thing that's credible, and that's your actions.
In fact, I was so slow to get this video out that they put out another patch the other day. With
I just slow making this reaction that they already put out another update. Just watch. Just watch.
ship salvaging, ship upgrading, more advanced terrain editing, first-person exocrafts, improved VR, improved base building and inventory management, and quality of life stuff. It goes on. Is it perfect?
No game is
Technically,
ever
there are still
perfect.
things on this spreadsheet missing. But come on now, we're starting to nitpick. Especially when you compare them to relationships with other games companies. They could have gone the route of Fallout 76. Paywall mods with Fallout first, charging a monthly fee, a downward spiral more and more into pay-to-win scraps released without QA testing. But
We
instead,
watched that video.
they never added pay-to-win. They never added microtransactions or paid DLC. They never made VR as a second game. They didn't give up on the game or scale their resources back to do it. They didn't come out and call all gamers entitled.
Last update is take 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 themed one that gives you a Half-Life as gravity gun. I never played Half-Life, so I don't know what that means.
They didn't add loot boxes. They didn't
cool.
start work on the next big project or sequel. They didn't do much of anything except get back to work. And just like that, the game once panned by critics now had awards.
Chunks of it gone. Chunks of it things we've gone. Oh, okay.
Was rolling in.
Your developed star 2019, No Man's Sky, Sean Murray.
No Man's Sky next.
No Man's Sky.
Wow!
No Man's Sky's next.
No Man's Sky.
Now they deserve awards. Now that the game is actually functional.
To cap it all off, the subreddit No Man's Sky the Game even got together and pooled money for a GoFundMe to have a billboard installed near the Hello Games offices. It must have been a harrowing moment for Sean and the team. They took a huge risk to start a small...
We needed the extra dev time, yes. Like, pretty much every bad game just needed more dev time. Like every half-finished game just needs more dev time. But shareholders would say, no, 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 no. We don't make $5 every second if we do that.
Studio. They clawed their way up to create one of the most notable games of the console generation. Disappointed pretty much everyone with the release, and took one of the biggest online beatings in video game history for it.
As a family, post-release, we faced some really difficult challenges. Everything that you can imagine from like the worst of the internet, we hit.
But then over the course of the next 3 years, completely turned it around.
But last 3 years and they're still going. So they've just been working on this game for the last 9 years, post-release. God damn! And they keep on going. But the foundation is soulless, then something's true. Like the thing is, the developers themselves always want to make a good game. It's the higher ups that make it shit. Either with deadlines, with forcing garbage features, and so on. But like the devs themselves, they always just want to put out a good game. Anything coming up, Miss Maria left a comment on the video saying it was amazing, but to skip the last bit. It was okay.
And came out the other side with a win. It's the underdog story. And after doing
This truly is an underdog story.
I couldn't help but come to the conclusion that they were the good guys. So
Very
what is the
gay,
future
yes.
for Hello Games? In 2017, they announced Hello Land.
Funding and supporting 1 to 2 projects, one already in development, future generation or experimental focused. Okay, cool.
A support program focused on original titles and games.
The games announced its publishing label Hello Labs. One Sky created or funding other games. That is cool.
2 of the team also branched off to work on a small title called The Last Campfire.
Never heard of that.
For the foreseeable future,
I personally don't believe that anymore. Fair.
they're just working on No Man's Sky.
If I can announce a new game the moment this video goes live, I just know. That was a good video.
Alright, I didn't want to finish the video on like a big sappy note. So, this is the end of the story, but there's still another few minutes.
Wait, lock the door. This will be difficult. Oh, what is about to happen?
Don't leave. It's not an ad. Okay, in 2015, when hype was at its peak, someone wrote a Sean Murray erotic fanfiction. And, naturally, I assumed that you lot would want to see it. So, here it is.
Yes!
My evening interview.
Oh my god!
At Hello
Yes!
Games. I arrived at the Hello Games office in the early evening, as the sun was approaching the horizon. Taking a deep breath, I nervously pressed the doorbell. The door opened, and Sean poked his expressive face out to greet me. "Hey you," he exclaimed in his adorable British-Australian accent. "I'm so happy you could make it and spend..."
Could you imagine being a student reading seeing this? Yeah, okay. When it comes to like not safe for work stuff, I always say it's not okay to do that with real people, especially stuff like fan fiction shit, because it can actually damage or hurt the people involved, right? So, bro, this is so funny.
In the evening with us. "I was so happy when I heard you agreed to let me come in for an interview," I said. "Oh yeah, the interview. I forgot," he replied with his usual brilliant humor. I laughed. "You're so funny, Sean. Let me show you my office." "I have a surprise for you," Sean said. He led me to the room where we sat down on a soft vinyl couch. "So let me show you the surprise," he said, softly.
Oh.
"It's the newest build of the game.
Why is
We
he
just
always
added some new
barefoot?
features." He booted up the game on a PS4 in his office. I stared
I mean,
at his
I am
face.
too, but still.
I like your beard. It's sexy," I pretended to say to him in my head to myself. I had a secret crush on him. There was something about his humble demeanor and feeble yet handsome bone structure that was so alluring.
Ah, yes, a handsome bone structure.
"So here's the game," he said eagerly. It opened on an alien world just calling out to be explored. I began to sweat. Here it finally was, in front of me in all of its glory, and it was being played by Sean in front of me in all of his glory. I nervously spoke. "Could I try playing?" I said. "Oh, I suppose, of course," he said, chuckling. But another few minutes passed without him handing me the controls. "Sean," I said more confidently. I put my hands on his hands as he gripped the controller. He looked me straight in the eyes. I stared deep into his beautiful, glistening eyes, utterly transfixed. "Sure," he said. He let go of the PlayStation controller, still sweaty from his firm grip. "But I have another surprise to show you." He stood up. "My..."
Redacted.
He muttered. "Yes, please," I said, blushing as red blushing as red as the treetops of Area 5. He grabbed my shoulders, guiding me confidently towards the coffee table, like he confidently guides the Hello Games team towards the game's release. The one true Sean Murray, not that baby-faced loser asshole poser from NCIS. Made sweet, sweet love to me.
Basic is always not. Wait, that's pyrocynical?
I wasn't sure what I was more excited about. Finally.
Redacted.
Sean Murray, all finally playing No Man's Sky. After exploring the planet's surface, I entered my spaceship and took off. Just as I left the atmosphere and burst into the breathtaking expanse of space.
Redacted.
Wait, lots of wool burst out of the tip of Sean's wool inside of me.
It was an out-of-world experience.
The story then got overly graphic and a bit boring. So we jumped ahead a bit.
Oculus Rift support, he uttered sensually.
Hey,
As
yo.
I turned, I saw Sean.
But the door, this will be hard to explain, huh? Sounds about right. Joke's on you, I live alone. Nobody gives a shit.
Avatar standing before me in a beautiful, procedurally generated spacesuit. "Like what you see," he said. "It's time, everybody," he shouted. I heard footsteps slowly enter from the cramped office.
Oh, it's a gangbang time.
I soon saw many spacesuits appear before me in-game. But as they took off their helmets, I realized that they were all the same Sean Murray.
Insert the fucking couch meme, you know the one.
Avatar. I was about to be
redacted
by a group of short Murrays, but they all had one difference.
Redacted.
Each piece
Redacted.
was different. There were wide ones, thin ones, long ones, curved ones. It was magical. As the Hello Games team began to...
Redacted.
From somewhere in the room, I heard Sean whisper, every...
Redacted.
Procedural. Also, I did a thing on the second channel.
Americans, don't know if Sean knows about this. But someone said he wrote a comment on this video.
Please do check it out. I thought it was quite good.
You're gonna read the comment. When the video ended.
When I check it out. And that's it. Sorry it took so long.
Okay, sure, bye. And look, it's the free videos I already reacted to if anybody wants to watch them later, watching on YouTube. Where is it? Someone said he wrote a comment on this video, right? But it just comment about the video. Did it get removed? Maybe. I'm just assuming it would be somewhere at the top, right? But yeah. Magic up hand, yeah. But now I have to plug other videos, so can't pin a Sean Murray comment. But yeah. That was interesting. It was definitely interesting. Oh, it was Twitter comment. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. He likes Twitter. But okay, that was a good video. I bet most people saw this video or remembered the last second. I mean, who can forget 𝘕𝘂𝘶 fan fiction, right? You could never go back after that. You just answered it in an interview or something, then I did not to watch the last part. Honestly, valid, very valid, understandable. I wouldn't want people to read fan fiction about me either. Posted this on January 9th, 2020. Liking the video. No circumstances watched past the 45-minute mark. Under no circumstances. Fair. Fair. That was good. Now I just wait to post a video for comments to recommend another internet story video to watch, because it's just such good content to react to. Just very good react content. Gotta blow my nose real quick before we watch the next video. I can breathe! Really, Hello Games' next game's coming out is called Light Novel. I don't know, when they're done with No Man's Sky. So never. But okay, we're gonna watch some Punky Doodles. Two more compilations from Punky Doodles. The Fractured Fairy Tales and Faulty Folklore compilation. So yeah, gonna watch that. Cause funch. And like we're also gonna react to the second one, but yeah. I love D&D shorts videos, yeah. But I think this isn't just specifically D&D shit, it's just fantasy shit. Because it's specifically fairy tales and folklore, which, you know, are a real thing. So, yeah. It's watched. These are short, so it's gonna be a quick laugh.
There's a serial killer in your town. Unfortunately for them, you are a necromancer, and you are having fun driving that maniac insane. Okay, listen. I need you to do me a favor. So the guy who killed you has actually killed a lot of people in town. Why has no one noticed? I'm glad you asked. It's because every time I bring them back. Now listen, dying had to suck, right? Right, but I fixed it, and I will continue fixing it. So please, don't tell the cops about the serial killer.
What? He's just gonna go around?
No, I get it. Listen, I understand. You don't want them to hurt more people. But listen, I will keep fixing it, right? Just listen.
Insane!
Listen, when they see you again tomorrow, wouldn't it be so funny if you acted like nothing happened? Just to f with them, right? Fairy tales and fantasy, two types of...
Honestly, so fucking based. That's the kind of necromancer I would be. So fucking based. Reviving a killer's victims just to fuck with him. That is so based.
People go in towers, princesses and wizards. Princesses are placed there against their will or with the intention of keeping them safe. This is very different from wizards who seek out towers to hone their sorcery in solitude. I would like a story where a princess is placed in an abandoned tower that used to belong to a wizard, and so she spends long years learning the craft of wizardry from the scraps left behind and becomes the most powerful magic wielder the world has seen in centuries. Bursts out of the tower and wreaks glorious, bloody vengeance on the
That would be such a good story.
That would be my kind of story.
That would honestly be so good.
Answering the door and sighing and going, "No, I'm not the witch. He lives over there." And points across the street to a dazzlingly pretty boy wearing a gold waistcoat who's waving excitedly at them. This happens 268 times a month.
You have many of the abilities of a Disney princess. You can talk to animals, people burst into song around you, and it seems every other day a Prince Charming type falls madly in love with you. As one of the most feared enforcers in New York, it's tough, but you make it work. How did you know? He squeals, on his knees and shaking. Your finger tightens around the trigger. A little birdie told me. A fair maiden knocks.
The birdie is a snitch.
And the goth ladies.
As a grass, if not a life mage, without the holy magic cheats, true.
Door and says she's here to find love. The goth sighs, points across the road and says, "The witch is over there. He doesn't do love potions because consent, but he might be able to make you prettier, although 90% of the time it turns out the spell didn't do anything but make you more confident." Maiden
No, she's a
blushes and
lesbian.
sheepishly explains that she knows he's the witch. She just talked to him and he sent her over here. Goth looks over her shoulder to see the Kimber witch standing outside his house giving her a grin and a double thumbs up. Warlock.
Lesbians! We love lesbians!
Patron idea. While putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. You suddenly take out 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate with a handful of potato chips and hand it over to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day, you get that job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no words spoken. You owe nothing. Every now and then, another demon pops in for lunch. Demons don't often get homemade sandwiches. The character concept.
Valid.
Woman makes deal with demon to have its child in exchange for eternal life or something. Woman then makes deal with witch and offers her firstborn for, like, riches or something. Woman dumps demon baby on witch, absconds with her winnings, and leaves witch and demon fighting for custody. Half demon baby grows up learning magic and visiting hell on weekends and every second Christmas. I think it would be very funny for like characters in a fantasy setting to walk into a pub to try to order and the bartender sighs and goes, "Species and age," while pulling out a massive book holding the drinking age for every type of species capable of purchasing alcohol.
Actually true. different species must have different drinking ages, right? But then again, if fantasy setting, nobody will care if a child drinks alcohol, so.
Hot water doesn't work? Landlord. Not my domain. Fire Lord. No mine. What? Water Lord rising up out of the sink. Who dares disrupt the mighty Water Lord, God of the Seven Seas? I do. My hot water doesn't work. Oh, for real? I'll call the plumber. Hello, sir. May I have your name? No?
Please. Notice the greatest support for something stuck in eternity. True.
No, you may not have my name, but you may call me John. So this is a DMV, and I am not a fae. Oh, then you wouldn't mind holding this iron horseshoe, right?
Oop!
I took Elvish in school.
You would never know where's the fae. You always have to be careful.
Fucking hated it. The teacher was like 700 years old, and he'd take us on field trips to sit on the banks of a babbling brook and watch the fall of sunlight through the leaves. My friends in Spanish class were like conjugating verbs and shit, and meanwhile I was in an old-growth forest being overcome with awe at the sight of a majestic stag. Like, yeah, Mr. Autumnheart. When are we gonna learn, like, any grammar? Listen to the murmur of the wind in the treetops, and you shall find the grammar you seek. Like, fuck, dude, your pedagogy leaves much to be desired. Werewolf, about to devour me. Me, makes throwing motion. Did you just pretend to toss a ball hoping I'd chase it so you could escape? No? I'll be right back. So...
You think that would actually work against a werewolf?
Said the royal advisor, wringing his hands. The curse states that the princess will die on the night before her 25th birthday. Hang on, said the princess. On the night before? The advisor nodded grimly. So what you're saying is that until that one specific date, I am effectively immortal. Technically.
Oh no.
Yes, but then the king stammered. Wow, said the princess, who was 16 and did not possess amazing impulse control.
Oh
no! I'm going to teach myself how to juggle chainsaws while hang gliding over shark-infested waters. Catch you chuckleheads later.
Just because you're mortal doesn't mean you can't be injured. Like immortality, right? It just means you cannot die. It doesn't mean you cannot be injured. So you could technically live to all eternity completely crippled. Just saying, if you're immortal.
Faye gets such a bad rap. I'm not going to steal your soul. I'm going to purchase it at fair market value. Don't be so dramatic. The fact that the current going rate of a human soul is roughly 1 enchanted pastry is really more of a you prop. So let me get this straight. We're here to rescue a princess. That's right. At the request of a princess. Right again. And you will be leading the expedition are also a princess. You're very perceptive. How big is your royal family again? We don't have one. But what? We overthrew our monarchy centuries ago, but we keep most of the titles around the rank. Princess is held by the directors in charge of various civil service branches. Huh. And the princess we're rescuing today is in charge of public sanitation. The Lord of Death's Dominion kidnapped your public sanitation director? I think he's a little bit.
Then what happened with Arden from Hitchhiker's Guide? He could not be killed until he went to a specific place. Doesn't mean he couldn't be horribly injured and survive, though. Yeah, exactly. Also, immortality sounds horrible. Like, imagine you have an injury that will always give you pain. Like chronic pain. And you just have to live with that for all eternity. That sounds horrible. And you can't just Persona 3 yourself out of that because you're immortal. Horus proves that immortality. Yeah, immortality is horrible. Absolutely horrible. The man stuffed an immortal vampire into an iron box and launched it into space and showed immortality. I mean, the same happened with Cars in JoJo's. He was launched into space and froze to death. Not to death, but froze. Ain't gonna come back, ever. What a second prison, yeah. Unless you live low-key. If you're immortal and cannot ever die, and you live low-key, you're good. You still have all your loved ones dying around you, but you're good. You know? Just make sure to move every 30 years or so. As people start wondering why you don't age. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be immortal. It's just no. Just no. Just nuh-uh. We're gonna watch the second Fractured Fairy Tales and 40 Folk lore compilation now. Because why not? So let's watch it that day.
Ordinary kid falls into fantasy realm. Ordinary kid gets told by local fairies he's the chosen one. Told he needs to defeat the evil wizard. Immediately gets his ass killed. First fairy to second fairy. You really gotta stop telling them that. Well, sooner or later it's bound to be true for one of these little fuckers.
Honestly based. Fuck these little shits.
The rest of the series turns out to be about the amoral adventures of these two fairies.
Absolutely based. I would watch that.
Concept. Fairy tale with a wicked step-parent, who is of course also some sort of warlock, transforms the princess into a swan, as one does, but rather than running off to mope around in a lake and be beautifully tragic, the princess decides to stick around the palace and cause problems on purpose.
So the average swan got it.
A lovely day in the palace, and you are a horrible goose.
It's not called a horrible goose, it's just a goose. Geese are always horrible. Really not excited. Wait, a Highlander remake. What is Highlander?
Appears. Hello, lover. All look at the part. Okay, rude. I've never seen this demon before in my life. No, my ex is referring to me. Seriously? You're that surprised? I keep saying I wasn't always a member of the clergy.
Not the cleric! No! These brewed up birds are the citizens of dinosaurs, exactly.
A fantasy series where the court wizard is treated and portrayed just like an IT guy. Court wizard fixing the queen's magic mirror. Has the attempted cleansing and reapplying the runes anew? Court wizard finally fixes the magic mirror and sees the reflection of the queen reciting, "Show me beautiful forest nymphs. Show me where to find beautiful forest nymphs."
Hey, yo! Can you show me too?
Show me local witches willing to summon beautiful forest nymphs.
Hey, yo! It me as a queen.
Show me beautiful witches. Show me. The librarian leans in close. Books unavailable to the average citizen, Warlock. I believe I can help you. She leads you through winding halls until you come to a tiny doorway.
I bet an isekai where the protagonist goes along with the sun though. True.
Surreptitiously, she slips a small key into the lock and motions you in. Torches flicker, and as your eyes adjust to the light, you see that the room is full, floor to ceiling, with gnome erotica.
Fresh garden. Short king, big swing. Dig deep. Tiny hands. The gnome zone. Under the bush. Lawn of lust. Garden of Eden. What is everyone's favorite gnome-erotica title? I really like the gnome zone.
Is this the result of a failed skill check?
𝘕𝘦𝘸 library, my favorites.
Or a successful one? DM, at the bar you see a cloaked, hunched-over man. He wears a crown of bone and blade, surrounded by 3 sentient rings of fire. His arm is made of steel. Who else is in the tavern? There's a goblin named Sam Smorkle. I want to talk to Sam
Yo, Sam Smorkle!
Arrow, Thunk. To Rogue. Barbarian. Look, a note. It says, I, Ranger, have joined your party. Yay! No! Thanks to Rogue. This note says, by the way, if I wanted the Rogue dead, the Rogue would be dead. I like the Ranger. Druid.
Rogues never win.
Turns into kangaroo. Aw, that's such a cute animal form. Thanks, it has pockets.
Pockets are best.
The ADHD wizard reading. Sometimes I just find it difficult to hocus focus. Have you tried abracadaderol? It's a material component for spells requiring concentration. Beast. You must live with me in this castle for the rest of your days. The food is free? Yes. But you see, I don't have to pay rent? I think you're missing kind of the point of... And there's a library? Sign me the f*** up, roomie. Please leave. Hey.
Oh, this is so base in this economy.
So, how far does your all-seeing sight extend?
Wait. Is a beast actually a sugar daddy? We're moving on.
Exactly the many-eyed creature in my basement. Are you asking because you tripped on your own shoelaces in the foyer and fell on your face? Oh, so you saw that. The many-eyed creature trying to be nice. No. Reincarnation is a known, common, and expected result of death. You are a bounty hunter that specializes in tracking down people who have committed suicide to escape debts or a jail sentence. Hey, it's a girl! The doctor exclaimed. The fucking tax dodger is what it is. Blaze the Flame Hogan bursts into the infirmary, cocking his shotgun. This baby owes $440 million to the government. So what's your speciality? Stealth. Paladin. Me too. In that armor? Yeah, we just have different styles. For example, I use heavy stealth. Which is? Nobody can see you if there are no witnesses.
Let him cook. It's right. As I say, it's only a crime if you get caught, right?
I want a movie about a ghost becoming increasingly desperate to haunt a family, but they have cats, and so the poor dear goes completely ignored. Combine cats with loud upstairs neighbors for maximum ghost frustration. Someone could break into my apartment and just start smashing things, and I'd assume it's either the cat or the neighbors, and not even look up from my phone.
Hi, Rat. I just cast Speak with Animals so I can ask you about this dungeon.
Do you understand how terrifying this is for both of us? Who is speaking to you? Am I the same being I was before, or have I become something else? Are there orcs in the next room? Or... Welcome, mortal, to the end of...
Does he have an orc I heard? In a short like this, only 2 types of people. People who don't see the orc and people who know better than to admit it. Valid.
Existed. Oh, it's you again. Hi. Big weekend? You betcha. Did you redecorate? Oh my god, yes. Thanks for noticing. Oops, getting healed. Tell Nancy I say hi. See you next week. Character concept. Barbarian who is not the chosen one and couldn't draw the sword from the stone. Instead, they just lift the whole thing and use it as a big hammer.
Hammer is a cooler weapon anyway.
Got a really good idea for a D&D character I'll never get to use. It's a talking horse. You'd think this had come with some kind of magical backstory about getting turned into one, but turns out they were just born that way. You find out that the mother was a centaur, their father is a horse-headed minotaur, and they have a sister who's a perfectly normal human. They're a rogue thief because nobody expects it. A horse is the culprit. You're an orc guard in a fully garrisoned and protected fortress 2 miles into a mountain. You're standing post and suddenly you hear a knock outside the door. You know you're not authorized to move from your post, but your curiosity overtakes you and you open the door. A horse is standing there. As your brain races to think of some explanation for the sudden and unexpected presence of this horse, it leans in and whispers, "No one will ever believe you."
Someone has to play that horse in a D&D campaign. I will watch it. No one expects a horse, right? Oh my god. Somebody out there has to play that horse. That's the best way to end the video. Yeah. Absolutely. No one will believe you. Funny shit. We love funny shit. Very funny shit. So now we're gonna watch one more video. Another Monsanto one. But instead of just a lore or history one, we watch a Monhan challenge video. Because it's also interesting. And I wanna see how it will perform when posted as a video, how it performs, you know, when I react to something that is like challenge run and shit. So yeah. But first hydrating and stretching a bit. Sorry. Stretching. Okay. We're gonna watch the video. Can 7 YouTubers solo the hardest monsters? Which just sounds fun. So yeah. It's been on my watch later list for like, I think since they posted it. Wait, when was it posted? 5 months. Yeah, pretty much since then this has been on my watch later list. Because I wanted to react to it. Because it sounds fun. So yeah. And like a bunch of YouTubers. Here they are. So yeah. I'm just curious how this will be. Also, I'm just curious to know what the hardest monster in each game is and how they work. So yeah. Also, maybe subscribing to more Monhan YouTubers. Have anything to do with content being there too? No, nothing. Nah. Like I watched some dark side videos already, so the content being there is also a big plus.
This video is sponsored by G2A. I just challenged my speedrunner friend 𝘔𝘴𝘦 to solo the hardest boss in every generation of Monster Hunter. Not only Savage Omega, but also older generations like Magazine, Tigrex, 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦, and Super brrrr. And he mastered this challenge fabulously. But here's the thing, to all of you guys who have not played these games yourself, especially the old ones, I believe you don't understand how hard these monsters really are. Watching
I see Savage Omega
simply does not convey the true insanity of these quests. That's why today I invited 7 Monster Hunter
wait, they
YouTubers
include
to
Frontier
take on
in this, okay.
challenge and to blindly solo one of the hardest bosses, starting with 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦 World and gradually increasing the difficulty until we reach Frontier.
Okay, okay.
What?
Yes, I am recording.
Ooh,
okay guys, listen up. 7 YouTubers versus 7 bosses. I'll have to fight one myself, but we have not been told which monster we will be soloing today. Most of us haven't played these games in years, sometimes decades. This will be rough, but I believe in us, guys.
Hit the thing until it dies.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, did I mention you can win money?
Yeah. No, we don't.
Money?
The harder the fight, the more money you
can I be invited next time?
Give it your best.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I would like some money.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne for Generation 5. That is 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦 for $100. Yo, Punkduck! Punkduck's How to Monster Hunter videos are so funny and well crafted, they have gained millions of views. But today, it's not about the views. It's about soloing 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦's first try.
Okay, that's fine. Because I used to speedrun it, and my best time was 16 minutes solo. So I think
Damn, okay.
I think I'll be okay, but it's been like, 4 years.
Okay, so Punkduck, you are rocking the greatsword, huh? So what's your build?
Yes, sir. With 1 piece of Frostfang, even though the Punish Straw is not going to do anything because 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦 can't get KO'd.
Is it Dragon set the 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦 set? Because I still haven't played World yet, so I wouldn't know. It depends on the YouTubers. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel okay. I'm not too scared.
Yes, it is
Especially
okay.
Since you guys said I can feint.
Makes sense.
So, okay.
The damage numbers are hidden.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to turn those on?
No.
Are you trying to cheat, Funkduck? Are you trying to one-shot the monster?
I'm not. I'm sorry. I promise they're
That's
real.
why 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦. I mean, it makes sense to make the final monster in the game's armor the best armor in the game, right? It just makes sense. Because you have nothing else to farm afterwards.
Oh, this is so sad. Ooh, dude, I've gotten 0 Divine Blessing procs. Oh, there's one.
Note that you can make literally any armor set concept you want with it. Ooh! I'm excited to get into Iceborne later this year.
No, opening for the wallbang.
No.
Still have the
Everything has 3 level 4 gem slots. What? First off, there's level 4 gems. I did not know that. Second, 3 4-level slots on each piece, including the weapon, I'm guessing. What? That is insane. Okay.
You can tank one hit.
Oh my god. I'm washed.
It is meta, regardless of what build you're trying to make. With the motto, 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦 is supposed to stand as a pinnacle of evolution. Yeah, exactly. Like, I would be upset if the final armor of the game isn't the most broken one. I'm assuming the same will happen with the final monster of the Vats expansion title updates. This one I do is 4 slots. I think Racebrick has it so. Okay, cool.
So is it harder than you expected it in your head?
Oh my god, he went the wrong way. Yes, it is.
No, opening. Yes.
I'm out of stamina, brother.
No, alright.
Who needs stamina, right? I must, armor is pretty darn good as well, but she's as good as 𝘕𝘴𝘴𝘦 said, fair. But then also, to be fair, Rise is a way easier game. From what I heard, so I guess that's fair.
I'm washed.
Nice try, bro.
Oh! my god, he was going for my cat! He was going for my cat! It's okay, it's okay. There's no
Okay,
focus
5
mode.
minutes have passed.
There's no focus mode. You cannot turn around. No.
That's very good
How many times
though.
you gonna bite?
Honestly.
No, 4! What do you mean 4? Ah! Where's he go? Whoa! No!
Bro.
Why did he go the
Definitely has some challenging quests. Yeah, of course. I expect this much, especially mass rank. But you know what I mean? Like, generally.
other way?
Nice opening. Nice opening.
Genuinely
Don't be
scared.
scared. Don't be scared. Nice. Ah.
Oh, the timing was off.
So brutal. Oh, this is a problem.
You should survive. Yes, because you have 45.
Oof.
Thanks, 45.
Oh my god!
No.
Bruh, it's not even been 10 minutes. There is no card left.
Oh, nice. The first flinch. Okay. You need 2 more to break the head for the first time.
Yo, Punktek, you think you can turn on the damage numbers right now?
Speedrun the option. Speedrun the options.
Oh, where was it?
Damage indicators. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay,
Wonderful.
Now you remember what you have to do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh,
Now we
not
can see the
more
serotonin numbers.
Okay.
This is quite cinematic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you need. Oh, Magda forgot heavy artillery in the build, so he dealt less damage with the roaming ballista.
Dumbass.
Nice. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Really simple,
Nice.
but
I remember that.
yeah, like I have no experience with Iceborne, right? But I see how you can dodge Fatalis moves. I can see it. But I probably won't be able to do it once I play the game.
Oh, right.
Oh god! Oh god!
Bro. This charge is missing is so sad.
It's okay.
Okay.
It could have been better. Don't!
Oh god. Nice.
Okay, cone.
Opening.
I'm out of here.
No crit.
I don't remember how much time
Okay.
I have. Oh, another one.
Like roughly 14 minutes are done.
Yes. Sexy.
Oh my god, I was in the fire for a second. He is. Oh,
no.
Was getting a bit too close.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes! Huge!
Is it like broken or just
Yeah.
wounded?
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh yeah.
That was close indeed.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh,
you were
he's
close
Now the head is
indeed.
broken.
You were close indeed. And now blue flames are going.
Wait, first horn break. Do you have to break both horns? What do you get off the fight if you break the horns, by the way? Does it just not do his ult or whatever? Don't have to. But does it make the fight easier? Probably, right?
On in the third phase.
Go, brother.
At this point, Fatalis has a.
You don't break the hornet, then the third phase gets blue flames. And I'm just assuming because it's blue fire, it will do more damage. Replic is the one you want. Second break is guaranteed mantle drop. Okay. Gonna hornet bring the flame spectrum. Oh, okay.
50% HP left.
Oh. That's horrible to hear.
He's melting the gates!
Oh my god!
A lot more damage, okay. Like double damage, kind of damage, or even more than that.
Oh, the ledge.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'll have.
Yeah, the finish.
You can.
Ooh,
Yes! Whoa, amazing.
Okay, it's gonna do his big thing.
Can't believe.
Dragonator,
Like 21 minutes have passed, okay.
No, what are you doing? No!
Okay, divine blessing. Okay.
Like, expect to card if the fire so much as slicks you damage. Oh, like a one-shot kind of damage. Okay, got it.
Yo, yes. Let's go.
Ooh.
Dragonator! course.
Very nice. Whoa.
And now,
I can see.
𝘕𝘠𝘠.
Oh, nice.
Huge.
I cannot
Huge
believe
damage.
Punk Duck died 3 times so quickly at the beginning, and now he's like playing really well.
I told you, man. It's tactical fortify.
You should
Now
prove
the
you
timer's
begins.
my
Yeah, I
biggest
hear
enemy.
it.
Got 5 minutes. As 𝘕𝘫𝘠𝘕𝘠 Yes.
Whoa, bro.
Okay, second horn broken. I'm assuming.
Charge it,
No, it's still
charge
there.
it. Ah.
Yeah.
Which damage here?
Crit, please.
Oh,
Yes,
1400
nice.
damage.
You're not close enough.
Ah, darn. Ah.
Okay, last flame. It's
Go,
basically dead.
please.
It's basically dead. It's basically dead. Punk Duck.
Oh my
Survive.
God. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my god. There's 5% health left.
Weak in
Damn.
the chest.
Yes. The ballista.
Oh, the
Use
ballista.
the ballista.
Yeah, you're right.
You can do it. Just watch out for the cone. Okay. Yeah. Aim for the chest. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh.
He's down. Oh shit, look at the time up there. This took like 27 minutes and the time limit is 30 minutes, right? Damn. That was close.
Did it.
Damn.
I cannot
4
believe
years,
I
you have
did
not
it.
played.
And beating the majority of the hunt without carding. Nice,
Oh my God,
nice.
you know what, man? I did it for the love of the game.
That was awesome.
Oh my God, bro.
Wow.
Oh, that finishing
left, yeah,
frame looks so good.
And also Punk
Yeah.
Duck cheated before the damage numbers were turned on.
Yeah, that's true. I was cheating.
Yes.
But yeah, he caught it like 3 times, like in the first 10 minutes. And probably just warming up, right? That was just a warm
Oh
up.
my God, I need a shower, man. I need a shower and a cigarette.
Next up, Monster Hunter Wilds for Generation 6 with Savage Omega planets for $200.
Critical
The Twitch
45
streamer
exactly.
Charles by design. He may not be a speedrunner, but look at him. He is Hunter rank 999 with over 1,000 hours in Wilds already and a whopping 8,000
I will be
hours
there
in
too
Worlds.
someday.
He killed over 50 Savage Omegas in multiplayer already. Let's see if he can kill this thing solo.
Oh, right, okay. Bloody hell. Oh, man.
So you've played it loads, but you haven't done
I
it solo,
probably
right?
No,
am not
I have
able
beaten
to
Savage
solo
Omega
Savage.
solo.
Do you think you can do it?
Oh, man, it's the DPS check, dude. I can get through the first 2 areas pretty nicely, but then...
Isn't the Hunting Horn solo the fastest? Why didn't you Hunting Horn?
Because... I play Hunting Horn all the time.
Yeah, that's why, dude.
I want to play
Like-
something different.
Okay, well, sure.
Okay. Works. I know the vitality boost. Here you could have used the small bomb.
Yeah,
Yes.
the charge.
I love
yeah.
the music.
Oh, yeah, I could have done, yeah.
A bit too early. Yeah.
Still my favorite Wilds fighter.
what the hell am I doing?
It
Oh my
is
God.
great
Not already?
with
Don't
the
panic,
right
don't panic.
party.
Don't worry.
This isn't good.
Oh, Jindad move. Okay, cleanser.
I would never attempt a solo, no. Absolutely not.
Oh fuck.
But if the right people, this goes very hard.
The Jindad body. The Jindad body. Oh.
Jindad protects me. Thank you, Jin.
Okay, face you. Get
Oh,
stabbed.
no, he switched as I took the shield, so I don't... Oh, hello. Oh, no!
Ah, yeah. No shield. Fuck.
Oh, that's scary. That's terrible. Oh, it's bad. No bueno. No, what did I do that for? No, I was trying to hold.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
This video found both a tank and healer is pure pain. Yeah.
No, it's nice. Yeah, you're invincible. You're invincible. Yo.
Like, I would have maybe tried solo with support hunters. Maybe. But completely solo without support hunters? Absolutely not. Fuck off.
Oh, great. Red gauge.
Oh, no. He's doing...
Ooh, whoa, what the?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I can get in there.
Maybe. Oh, it's risky.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's nice.
No. Yep. So I should be good here.
I plenty with support hunters. Got tired of everyone carding when Savage was first released. Yeah, remember when people review bombed Wilds because Omega was too hard? Remember that garbage? That was funny as hell.
Whoa.
Okay, don't worry. Oh, hello. Oh.
I mean, now Omega is probably easier just because you have GOG equipment now. But still. But why is it so easy? Yeah, I will say it every time it gets brought up, but in games like Monster Hunter, you create your own difficulty with the equipment you have. If it's too easy, use lower rank equipment. I don't know. Stop meta chasing if it's too easy.
No, I didn't get it.
Guts. Okay. Oof.
Goodness gracious.
Oh no.
No.
The clean set, the clean set. Okay, nice. Boom. Oh, third area. Nice.
He's leaving, right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, we have to restock.
Damn it.
Time.
Okay.
No!
Oh, no.
Damn.
Wait, no guts? Was I that low? Okay, we're good.
Shoot to the capture on the right. Yeah.
DPS check.
Oh, big damage.
Yeah, big damage. Movements.
That's definitely the biggest issue when you do solo.
Oh, your health is really low. Your health is really low.
Let me get underneath him. I'll be safe here.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Now the paralysis from the Malboros. Yo.
This is gonna be so close.
Yes. You did it. Yes. Boom. Nice. Watch out, he's close to the wall.
I've got Savage has a different music
right?
for the final phase.
Nice.
3 times,
Oh, shit, yeah,
3 times.
Oh god, yeah. It's 3 in this phase.
Oh
no. Oh, Mending Mantle. Oh my god, he really doesn't want me to have health.
Yes, please, Lash.
Come at me, bro.
Oh no,
shit.
interrupted the thing. Oh no. No.
Damn.
Oh, Boulder. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, last phase. Come on. Technically, you can do it. It's still doable. But you gotta play really aggressively now.
And you are a good player. You're not a speedrunner, but you're a really good player. This really shows how hard this fight is.
Oh, dude, it's brutal. I still think this is harder than 𝘕𝘂𝘠. Some people disagree with me on that, but...
Okay. Yes, please, Lash.
What do you guys think? Is this harder than 𝘕𝘂𝘠? 𝘕𝘂𝘠 is also a lot of bullshit. But is Savage Omega harder than it? Or are they about equal? Because I hear both. That either one is harder.
3. Nice. Okay, perfect. 5 minutes left.
It must be extremely annoying. So 𝘕𝘂𝘠 is more bullshit than difficult, is what you're saying. They hard in different ways, I'd say. Oh, okay.
Left. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get into
I
world.
need a miracle.
Go hard or go home. You got this.
Alright, I'm sending it.
They get the meter timing down, and it can be manageable, but still very hard. Okay. But I'm guessing with Behemoth it's the same with Omega, that you just need a good party for it. Because I'm guessing it also focuses on MMO mechanics, right? Like Omega. Does Omega go way faster than the tornadoes from 𝘕𝘂𝘠, for example? Ah, okay. Omega is a leg up, it's just because it kills the field with tons of attacks. The fear.
Okay.
Whoa, nice.
No.
Oh, cleanser.
Crap.
Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna do it 3 times, I think. Yeah.
Oh, crap. I'll just stay down. We stay down.
As dedicated tank and healer make the fight so much easier. Yeah.
It's all or nothing.
No, wait, what am I doing? No! Oh crap, I'm getting jumped. I'm getting jumped.
Small Omegas. Oh no.
It's bad.
No.
Yeah,
Maybe you can get the skull. Let's see on the meme map.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's see if we can get
Was that the last card?
But it's a
Also,
machine,
time is about to run out. I just noticed.
Oh, skull! Yeah, I got it!
Oh,
it's skull?
Come on!
Oh, but the timer is flashing. Damn.
You know what? Skull!
And you survived. Pretty good.
But let's take a look at G2A.
Yeah, honestly, that wasn't a bad run at all.
They currently have the Shooter Month event going on, so G2A highlights plenty of shooter games, many of which are heavily discounted, and you'll be able to purchase game codes there cheaper than, for example, on Steam directly. They currently have Black Ops 7 as well as Battlefield 6 in store for some really good prices. Moving on to Monster Hunter Freedom 1, the first generation with Crimson Fatalis for $300.
Okay.
Hey, King Boogie, that's Flyin' too, and he makes some of the best Monster Hunter essays on YouTube, like when he showcased all Monster Hunter collaborations. But today,
that might be something to react to.
Cozy Poogie lore videos. Today, he has to solo Crimson Fatalis.
I thought a new reaction called mine. Okay, got it.
Sharp Sword ESP KO duration ×2 and bad luck.
Bad luck.
By the way, this is an anti-game build.
Have I told you guys I've never fought Crimson Fatalis in first gen before?
All right, let's see it. Let's see.
Oh
it.
damn.
Are you?
The One Piece. Yeah, I saw the One Piece thing. You definitely watch that video. It's very long though. I mean, I reacted to like 3-hour videos before, so what do you mean it's long?
You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
What? I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
What?
What the fuck?
How did that happen, 𝘠𝘴𝘦?
Did he just die instantly? Wait, we have to go back. What the fuck happened?
Fatalis in first gen before?
All right, let's
What?
Let's see it.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
He died frame 1? It was when they made the fight accidentally clipped a hitbox over the 100-star point. No! When it fit the theme on how powerful the monster is and left it. Wait, they realized it pre-release and then just kept it in because it's funny. That is hilarious. I love that so much. Oh my god.
What? I knew it!
That is so funny.
What?
You have to move the second you can or you can't.
How did that happen, 𝘠𝘴𝘦?
And they didn't tell him or he forgot. No. I'm just assuming he forgot.
What was that?
𝘠𝘴𝘦, why?
You have to run immediately.
Dude, I thought I did. I was spamming a roll. What the heck?
I mean, I was expecting to see that immediate card on Muser Azelion.
That is
I wasn't
so
expecting the same thing would happen
funny.
in Crimson Fatalis too.
All right, I want to put a couple bombs down.
Bro.
Oh wow! Ooh.
Wow, nice bombs.
Oh, you don't want to use them actually. You don't want to use those. You want to combine them into the.
Oh,
big
right,
ones.
for my other larger bombs. You're. Oh, God.
Ouch.
Look at that damage.
Holy. That was just a random meteor. That's close, yeah.
Oh, watch out now.
My God. Where have you guys put me, man?
But wait, you already fought Fatalis in Gen 1, so you should know, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did your honest expectations of me from this? Like, you expect a clear, right?
I honestly, yes. I expect a clear.
Thank you, guys.
I mean... Dude, this is the hardest quest in the game. If you've never tried it before, you've never practiced...
I'm used to fighting Crimson on Ingle Isle. Use it in an area of auto cannon. Huh.
This? Like, technically, you shouldn't be able to do it. If you can do this, you're like some god level insane speedrunner.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The Walk of Death.
Oh, a little late there. God, even everything just hurts.
And you're using his own tail as a weapon to poke him.
That's true. What the hell? He's gonna use his tail on me. Okay, go directly under him. Okay, no, that's good.
This is a nice opening to hit the head.
Yeah.
Something funny about seeing the health bar slowly tick down from a single hit. Yeah.
Oh, the head. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Damn.
Oh, he's
How strong is his fingers?
Oh wow.
Okay, now I know to dodge that, or block that rather. Oh.
That was close.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my cool drink. No, my hand, no.
Whoa, 10
a
minutes
combo.
10 minutes are over already. Did you get hit by the tail yet? Honestly.
Not yet. I don't think so.
Wow. Because most people that haven't played this, they don't even know that the entire tail is a huge hitbox.
From what I remember from regular Fatales, usually standing by the leg seems to be a nice spot to be in.
Yep.
From the side, always never in front of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Because this can happen.
I see why.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as Ŵgryf's attack got pissed off. Move to live in a volcano instead of Shrey Castle. Learn how to use meteors to pop you from the sky. Damn! Here's one overgrown horn. Okay, cool.
Oh,
there
it is. There we go. First sale. First sale hit.
The tail being one-shot hitbox is actually really cool.
I
Probably
got a little
really
greedy.
annoying, but also really cool.
And oh no!
The slap of
Here's
death.
the cards.
The worst part of that is that I think this is my last cold drink.
Oh yeah, you just took one.
I just took one. Yeah.
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Only one left.
Alright,
Not
we're
being
trying
out
to
of
go for the
cold
head here. You mentioned
drinks.
that was a good spot to.
Yep. Again?
Okay,
Another
now
one.
notice the overgrown horn.
Yeah, because of the distance. The distance that you're at.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
How is that? He's approaching you.
He's approaching me now. What is happening?
Hello, Chimona, you
I'm
can do so.
scared.
Yeah, I know.
Boogie, help me!
This is terrifying!
Opening.
Yes, 2 hits.
Oh, here you go. Armor mode.
Oh, armor mode? Oh wow, yeah. He's. Oh, look at him.
Yeah, you can see like the red glow.
I see. Now it's bombing time, huh?
Honestly, props that you got this far. Honestly, for first try, this
Thank
is
you.
pretty impressive.
Oh.
Oh no.
Opening.
Oh,
oh,
the
maybe not.
hitbox of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One hit.
One hit, we'll take it. Okay, gonna bomb here.
Oh, this is dangerous. Oof.
Ooh. No! Dude, I was stuck the whole time.
Of course.
The damage is so crazy.
Dude, Ultra is gonna be such a pain to get into.
I knew that was gonna hit me.
Because I want to stream 𝘕𝘴𝘦 at some point too.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh no.
No. No, we're fine, we're fine.
If it
We've never
touches
been more
you,
fine.
you're dead. Everything that touches you in Gen 1 kills you.
Yeah. What?
Wow, that was so fast.
I thought I had my shield out. I don't know how I got hit by that. Because I was blocking.
Oh, watch out. Oh my god.
I didn't even think about the dash attack. Yeah, that'd be probably really good. Oh my god.
I think it's super valuable.
That almost killed you, cheese.
Oh no, it begins.
Oh
It
no.
begins. Oh,
Weapon
sure.
power as the creed.
He's on a timer now.
It doesn't matter if it hits his tail, right?
No, doesn't matter.
Oh, it does matter if it hits me. A little too close there.
Oh, yep.
Wait, how do I...
Block and circle and triangle.
Triangle circle, yes.
Sorry, I'm used... in Monster Hunter G, you press R3.
Oh.
Watch out with
I
your
see.
HP. Your HP.
Oh.
I'll be fine.
Zero stun.
Are you gonna be fine?
It's okay. We can combine a ancient potion, right?
Oh, remember, you can guard the roar, of course.
Meteor Swarm summon seems bad at first. They always come down in the same place. But it's like 4 meter patterns, remember? If you watch where the first one lands, meters become they're easily predicted, 100% avoidable. Oh, okay, cool. So it's a grind, is what we're saying. You don't just have to learn Crimson Fatalis pattern, you also have to learn the meteor pattern.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's over.
Blocked too, but it came from behind.
Yeah.
Damn.
Time to go pet Poogie.
Let's increase the difficulty even more with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the 4th generation, with level 140 𝘕𝘴𝘦 for $400.
Shakaru.
If this isn't my friend Deos, retired TDS member but now successful Shin Megami Tensei full-time masochist. I believe he is the only candidate today who has a speedrun background, and I'm talking one heck of a speedrun background. I mean, look at this TDS style after image game.
The only one that's
But
managed
Deos
to
hasn't
take
played
down the
Monster
monster
Hunter in
year.
over a year, and it's been even longer since he's played for Ultimate.
Hello, Mr. Chris.
Hello, hello. Deos, you are going up against level 140 Shagaru.
I mean, it could be worse, but whoa, okay. So attack up large, challenger 2, critical draw, weakness exploit, focus, tremor res.
You're ready.
Okay, cool. There's Shakaru, who's totally not gonna be in a Wilds expansion, right, guys?
Yeah.
Because it's bad. Bad in what way? Hard or bullshit? Which one?
Yeah, we'll take those.
Nice. Nice hit. Oh, nice hit.
Wait.
Really felt Shakaru. Yeah, like having the high rank story be about 𝘔𝘴𝘦 and then having that gore quest with Nadia in the final update. Yeah, no way they're gonna get his Shagaru and the chaotic 𝘔𝘴𝘦 in the expansion, right? No. No way.
Oh god. No.
It's been in chaotic 𝘔𝘴𝘦 and Shagaru. Yeah. Like those are like the two monsters I'm legit full expecting. For the rest, I don't really whatever. Don't expect anything else. But those who I'm 100% expecting.
Almost took a man. No, not here. Wait, come on, turn.
Yeah? Ah.
Hey!
Oh, on break.
Oh, ah.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Are both horns broken?
Oh. Another hit, maybe? Oh, never mind.
It looks like both are broken.
No. I hate this game.
Maybe get something weird like Guardian Magala. Oh my god, that would be so wild. Like, let's have this monster that creates a deadly virus that basically is Corona the monster and make it a guardian of our city. Yeah, that makes so much sense, yeah. I mean, those dummies made Socia. I mean, true. But I would assume that Socia was the first mistake. They wouldn't make a second one, right?
No, roll. Ah! Stop, brother! Stop!
Nice tremor res.
Oh.
Yep, one shot.
Double.
Yeah, you probably have to like roll into the forwards a lot more. Side rolls just get you killed here.
The random explosion onto your body.
I'm in love with how awesome the roar animation is. Flies up into the air, roars, releases all its spores at once and starts to floor bomb. That's the cinema true.
Oh my god, that goal.
That was a close dodge.
The curve, the slight curve, and the fly.
One of my favorite fights has to be Risen 𝘔𝘴𝘦 or Risen Crimson.
Attack.
I can't wait to play Rise pretty soon.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Ooh, Deus.
Actually, Rise is gonna be my Shagaru training for when Shagaru drops in Wilds. I have a lot to look forward to. Yeah.
Whoa!
But yeah, like we're gonna start streaming Rise in like 2 or 3 weeks, I think. So very soon.
Recharge.
This best game isn't that hard. Somebody kicks things up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna play with you guys.
Let's go. Yeah. All right.
I don't want to risk the
Oh, he
strong
eepy!
A ton of damage.
Yeah.
Look at this eepy Shakaru. So cute. You must forget that it's a murder disease weapon.
Nice. Let's go. Let's
Perfect.
go.
Dude, Shakaru is so pretty. The fact that there is a Makala snore.
No.
Yes.
Nah, makes sense, makes sense.
Opening. Yes. Nice. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Perfect.
Stop this! Yes!
Opening.
No.
Oof.
Oh, horrible.
I want to sheep.
When the sheaf takes 5 business days.
That's good timing. Wow.
Yes.
By the way, I have to mention it again, but I just love how good Old Chen looks. Old Chen looks so good. I just love the vibes. We're going up against the 4th Gen monsters. I wonder if they have pin attacks. Huh. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, it doesn't stay. Oh, God, no!
That damage.
Flash.
Get down, Mr. President!
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
baby.
Opening. Yo. Boom.
Wow.
So satisfying.
How much percentage HP is this? One of those charges.
This Sunbreak version of Core looks better than the White's version. Where I just like in general, I like how Rise looks because it's very stylized because of the technical limitations of the Switch. So it can't go full fidelity like World and Wilds. And I like that more. I like more stylized shit. They always did try to push the limits of the consoles they were released on. Vision for World and Rise. What platform do you have them on? We're gonna play Rise on Switch and World on PlayStation. I have Rise also on PlayStation, but I just assume that more people have it on Switch, so we're gonna stream it on Switch. Just no PC version, basically.
Like 4%?
Basically.
God, no!
Oh, God. 1 HP. Oh, no. No, there's...
Oh!
Run away!
Oh my god! That was so
Hop
close!
on me! Stop hopping!
I can have a Rise on Switch. I need to go back and grind stuff again. This off compared to my PC save. But I don't have a PS. Yeah, fair. Like, the PS stuff. I mean, yeah. I forgot what I wanted to say, but yeah. I just cannot stream PC games. Otherwise, I would get the games on PC as well. But my PC cannot stream VTube and play games at the same time.
I can't fully heal myself.
Nice.
So then maybe, yeah.
No! That did not work! Yes!
Nice. Yes!
All right.
Okay, amount. Nice.
Yes! Yeah! And now, I can deal damage, my DPS!
Big damage. Big mounting was introduced in 4th gen. Yeah.
Nice!
From all the footage from the different gens I saw, I think 4th is the first one I have seen mounting.
I knew it! I knew you would enrage!
And roll.
It's important. I just started a new save on Switch. Yeah, that's right. Because we're gonna start in low rank, so doesn't really matter.
Because you're too far away, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, it's good.
What is that range?
For you. Wait, only for you? Was it not in a regular 4? Was it just because regular 4 was not released in the West? West Coast platform? No. Wilds is the first Mon Hunt with crossplay.
What is that range? No! No! Do not. He's gonna buy you hop! I knew it!
Yeah, no.
Opening. Oh.
I'm to sheep! Superman.
We've been in 4, but 4 years when I played fair.
Oh,
Remorse. No. Oh! No! Oh no!
The roll! This is. Oh! No! Yeah.
Oh, damn.
No. The explosions. Yep.
Oh, that sucked. Rolling in the off-screen blast thing. Damn, that sucks.
I actually bought several copies of Wilds on G2A for $50 each for myself and several TDS members. That was back when Wilds was released. Right now they sell Wilds for $45 instead of $70 on Steam, so that's a nice $25 off. And they also have pretty good options available for Rise, Sunbreak, World, and Stories too.
I mean, to be fair, these 3 games specifically are literally always on sale. Like, always. I've never seen them not on sale.
And with that, we reach Monster Hunter Freedom Unite.
True.
The second generation gave birth to magazine
But it's funny.
Whoever beats it first will win $500.
I had to cough. Like, wait, a version of Tigrex?
Breakers, because 𝘰𝘴𝘠 is one of the most well-known Monster Hunter YouTubers with thousands of guides, podcasts, playthroughs, and live streams. He told us he hasn't played Freedom Unite in 15 years, so the least we could do is make an endgame Gunlands build for him.
Guard sharpness, sharpness. I still have -20 defense. I really don't like that.
Yeah, with these armor
Hi there.
I can't do anything about it.
just deal with it. Okay, fine.
I gave you flash bombs and traps, so you can cheese him whenever you want.
No, we don't need that.
But wait, what version of Tigrex is this? Because it just looks like normal Tigrex to me. Reacting to something? Yeah, I'm reacting to a Monhan challenge video. I forgot to read what version of Tigrex is this. A little more grayscale. I guess fair, yeah, the blue is way more muted. Machine gun Tigrex. What the fuck is a machine gun Tigrex? What do you mean? It said is an endgame skill loadout. It's very on a point system back then, so skills were harder to come by. Here. Magazine Tigrex. Okay. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, you know that I just hit left trigger for focus mode? So bad.
Okay, is that
I don't
Rage?
even know what the reach of that. Yeah, he looks enraged. He's got the red stuff on the claws.
Yeah.
What does magazine Tigrex do different to normal Tigrex? Can someone explain that to me?
Oof. Oh, so good he took guard.
Oh, this
So-
is nice opening.
So Rory, what made you choose Gunlands for this?
I mean...
Why did you distract him?
I mean, one shot.
Sorry.
That was
Man, it's
hilarious
just like a
timing.
gunblade. Like Final Fantasy VIII. I want that one. And it was like, no, that's really bad. You don't want to play that one. And I was like, I definitely want to play that one now. Oh man. Okay, so that's half of your health.
He's not
that you
enraged
get hit.
anymore. He's not enraged anymore, so...
It shouldn't hit that hard. Oh.
Shouldn't end up not much info in it, though, from what I've seen. The first 2 minutes of looking the fear.
Watch.
Oh, that's a good timing.
Take that!
Very good.
You didn't care? Okay.
Wow. At least you got the max stamina, so
yeah,
that helps with that.
Infinite stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you evade the roar, you can immediately start attacking.
Ooh, good.
At the moment, based on what I found, there's a normal Tigrex, but with the 𝘕𝘴𝘏. Because it drops magazine tickets. Oh, so it's stat inflated Tigrex, basically. Bigger mean plus OG Tigrex has a lot less room to breathe. Okay. This is a big fist in practice. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Dude, even the sheathing takes like 3 business days.
Yeah, oh no, you're dead.
We love carding
How
right
many
after
cards do you get?
healing.
Is it the standard 3 cards?
Yeah, standard 3 cards.
This is about to be a really short video.
Maybe prepare your flash, so we definitely want to try to use some of those now. To make sure you can get some more damage in.
We are super strong against, in general, in this game.
Got him.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Big roar?
Nice.
This is the time you're gonna get shelled, buddy. Eat this!
Ooh, nice. Boom.
Style points.
He literally doesn't care.
Took his very first Nightmare in Tucci. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out.
Ah, the big roar.
Yep.
I think that shock traps stay for a while, so I'm gonna put one here for future. Oh, I forgot the shell there. Oh, get that!
Wow.
Unlike newer games, the wings of 𝘕𝘴𝘕 are not that weak actually. So basically only the head is the only.
Oh my god, the way he's crawling around.
Nice opening.
Shock trap, nice.
Poke shell. Let's go. Chop the tail. Yeah, right. Ah, that reach was not as abusive as I expected.
Maybe before the pit, I would flash him first.
Yeah.
Because this is a bit risky right now.
This is very risky. This is very risky. Okay, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. What do you mean luck? This here's experience.
Full trap, nice.
Oh no, the
Especially against Chidar. Yeah, the hitbox is screwing me over.
Oh, he moves his head so much.
It's not great, right?
Yeah, it's not fantastic.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can actually tell the difference between 2 guard and 3 guard. It is massive.
Oh, yeah.
Does he drop attack? He does.
Yes, he does.
Wow, Ruri, nice. Seasoned hunter.
Oh!
The gun is just a shock block on a stick. It looks like it.
No.
Yeah.
Let's not go for the ancient for that one. It's a good thing you're not enraged, buddy.
Honestly, you're doing great. Like Gallons, yeah, it's a very
Don't. Why would you say that?
Oh no! Shields up! Shields up, Ruri!
Oh.
Honestly, you're doing great.
Carding to the roar.
Every time
No.
you're doing so good. Income.
There's no info on it that I can find outside of the game facts. Looks like it's an event quest that was a collab with a magazine. You're right, normal Tigrex inflated stat block. Yeah.
Magazine Tigrex with a punish.
We've made it to Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. Generation 3 debuted Super 𝘂𝘂𝘂, arguably the hardest challenge of the main series.
Okay.
Oh,
he has to do it.
Ah, damn it. I may not get the $750, but whatever. So guys, I've been making speedrun videos on TDS since 2015, but here's the thing. I am old. I'm a boomer, okay? So the Gen Z members like 𝘠𝘂𝘂𝘂, they're doing
Hey, I am
speedruns
old too, I
nowadays,
get it.
and I'm just managing the team, like editing videos, doing thumbnails, like everything else, basically.
Gibt's nicht.
So I'm really rusty when it comes to actually playing this
Wait,
game.
is he
So if I
German?
Gibt's nicht.
like editing videos, doing
He's German. That's funny.
thumbnails, like everything else, basically.
Gibt's nicht.
So I'm really rusty when it comes to actually playing this game. So if I can actually solo
Think what the
this
last
thing, I
one
will be
is. He
very
locked
successful.
out.
Max attack, challenger, that's obviously agitator.
Fair.
Yeah, Rocksteady is basically, yeah, everybody knows that, right?
Okay, the skill system looks horrible. What the fuck does it even mean? What the fuck is the skill? What does this mean? Do you have to get points in a skill to get the different skill tiers? Is that what it means? Because I'm just confused right now. What am I looking at? There were tiers back then. You had to get points. Princess. That looks horrible.
It's like earplugs and some
flinch free
and windproof. Yeah, fortify as well.
You recover
30% affinity and 50%
Rally's
affinity when
armor,
it's
yeah,
enraged.
makes
It's
sense.
mostly enraged, so very good skill.
But lots of negative skills as well. So wait, if you have like a defense -5, it was a solid build back then. Oh my god. I can't wait to get into old gen someday, probably next year.
And we completely min-maxed all the items, so this is like, poof. Let's go, boys.
Oof. The time has come,
Please.
Mr. Chris. And
Breathe
so have I.
deeply.
So, oh god, he's so big.
Yeah, it's fucking big.
Oh god,
Hi,
how
Brocky.
big?
Good crown. Yeah.
Right.
By the way, just as a game collector, I fucking hate Ryu because I have the Western version, right? And why the fuck does the Western version of Ryu have Azure Ravlos on it instead of Brachydios? I fucking hate it. It pisses me off. The points were -20, -10, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Okay. So there are basically tiers. You just have to reach a certain point threshold to get the tier. This guy's capped at 10 and 15 and 20 meta skills. Okay. But it's same shit with World as well, right? Why does the Western version of World has Ravlos on it instead of 𝘔𝘰𝘠? It's so stupid. I fucking hate it. I'm considering buying the Japanese versions of those games just so I have the Dicer box art.
Immediately.
Just like a light tap. Oh, he's doing the thing?
Boom.
Oh, nice.
Nice, Chris. Nice hit.
Oh, God.
Ouch.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. They're spinning around. The Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
The taunt.
Opening.
So it's just, there's just a stat inflated G rank Brachydios. Basically.
Opening.
Look at he's running plus 20 with attack for attack excel and plus 20 agitator for challenger +2. Very good build. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, the harm, of course, because the add hitbox is small.
So high. Like you really need to time your swings. Oh, nice. The taunt again.
Wow, nice RNG, Chris. Wow.
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one.
Whoa.
Never punished.
Oh, we got slimed.
Oh, God. Oh, Rocco.
No.
Oh, the small monsters. Welcome to Old Monster Hunter.
No.
Oh, God.
He's okay.
Oh, still enraged.
Challenger.
Dude, small
my
monsters
God,
everywhere
nice.
being a pain.
Heal.
Ah, okay. You eat the armor, fine.
It works. Oh, God. There's an instant jump. Oh, God. There's no wind up.
Another. No.
I can't.
Oh,
Oh, the lava.
Nice.
Oh!
Rage.
Of course. Wow, even though it's flashed.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Oh, look at that
No.
counting. Oh, of course. Oh!
When the maps were against you.
Oh, God.
Go.
Yes!
Okay.
I saw the hit.
Nice.
Monster Hunter.
Almost kill, Chris.
Oh!
Okay.
Ah.
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh, no.
Wait, how did I...
That
Wow,
hitbox.
nice hitbox.
That hitbox.
By the way, when I'm quiet,
Yeah.
I'm just analyzing the monster's moveset.
Oh, the tail.
Oh, look
High
at the
damage with
damage.
that tail.
Maybe I'll die on purpose now, I think.
Because these are all
I want
monsters
more
that aren't
attack.
in wilds, so I haven't hunted them yet.
Yeah, it's fine.
There you
This so far only Fatalis has gone down. Yeah. Very funny.
go. Calculated. So
I think it was
hard.
good because how much time was
Maybe. Just maybe. New gen is easier than old gen. Just maybe. Have you considered?
I think the cold drink would have expired. I think that's the right timing for me to die if the cold drink expires.
Oh no. Ooh, nice hit. Whoa, Chris. Wow. What a move.
It was just pure luck, guys. Pure
Bomb.
luck.
Oh yes, spam the bomb command.
All skill.
There's never been a more fitting moment to spam the bomb command than with the Brachydios hand.
Yeah, drop, man.
No.
It would be cool to get the KO before and the trap afterwards, actually.
Okay, no chill.
Oh no, he's switching. Oh no.
You can only place one bomb at once.
Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is so bad.
This is the most Monster Hunter thing ever.
Oh, nice. Oh, the slime on the ground.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
You.
Careful, bombs cause cold. Yeah. You're literally blowing money away if you use bombs. But also you get so many currency. And just by watching, you never have to worry about it.
That Shendino on the head.
Oh god!
I haven't added inflation to stream avatars yet.
Oh my heart! I don't know if I can take this. Oh! Nice. Slime.
Oh no.
Oh, you slimed again.
The environment.
Oh nice.
Oh,
KO.
Yes.
KO.
Yes.
Clearly.
Weapon powder,
Yeah,
please.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what? He cancelled
No.
the... Cancelled.
Hopla.
Oh.
Is it time? 45 time? Oh, the tail! Ooh! Oh!
Nice opening, okay. Timing correctly. Too early again.
No, too early. Why?
God.
The kick moves.
Very good. Oh.
No!
Yeah, man.
Menu. Death by the menu.
Menu death.
Hey, but you know, 45 times 2.
Yeah. But now if
you
I
are
die
your
again,
strongest.
it's over.
With the 45.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I have a story with Brachydios. Last year when I started collecting all the Monhan games, I played a little bit of like World Rise and GU. And I went into a random group online. First I got jump scared by a Tigrex as my first ever all-gen hunt. We beat it. And then the second hunt was a Brachydios. And I was the one who carded 3 times. So I will get my revenge on it at some point. I was just reminded of that, seeing Olchen Brachydios. I will get my revenge on Chiu Brachydios.
Steal the enemy.
Oh nice. Oh, with the crit as well. No.
Also, when the Tigrex spawned, like we were just searching for the Tigrex, right? And I happened to find him. Because he spawned directly on top of me. Like, I haven't seen anything Olchen. I was just running around and I saw a dark circle on the floor. I was like, what is that? Boom! Tigrex from the sky jump scaring me. It was hilarious.
Nice try, but like didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't stream that.
Oh, that was
dead.
But I think I captured it on my Switch. We can look afterwards.
You dead.
Yeah.
Please look. No.
Oh no, he's too far in the lava.
You're playing all Gen Monster Hunter for real. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like... this is why we play Monster Hunter.
You can't reach. Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
Triangle. No, it's...
No!
No.
Did he miss a swing?
The problem now
Okay,
is-
nice. Yes.
Yes.
Come on, the fucking KO.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, the lava.
I missed the upswing.
The
Yeah.
lava! Oh no!
You're dying. Oh no. Oh god.
Oh.
1, 2,
Ora.
3, 4, 5.
Boom.
Nice.
Nice spacing.
Then is enough.
What? 3 times?
He's
doing the thing.
Wow. Yeah, it's the most dangerous attack.
Yeah.
Ah,
We were
okay.
literally talking about this earlier.
I don't remember anymore. It's been 10 years, guys. What do you mean?
One.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh god. Oh god.
Ouch.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Wait, that did hit, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you did
no.
it.
No!
Ah.
Half an hour has passed.
The rock.
Oh
no.
Bro.
Blocked by the rock.
Rocky, what do you mean, bro?
But he doesn't have any cards left, right? He carded 2 times.
Oh, stay.
Yeah, see, I did.
Ooh.
It didn't
I
work.
mean, yeah.
Oh my god, Gluko, I almost failed the challenge because of you.
Nice dodge.
No. Oh my god.
What?
Oh, it erased at the exact perfect moment. It's one of the Warfest monsters. Oh, he's doing the backup into the...
Yeah, no, okay.
Oh, another one.
Another one. Oh god, yep.
No.
Oh, that's the worst.
This game is
Just
insane.
Big sad.
I already knew
That
I wasn't gonna make
wasn't
it.
so bad, Chris. No.
Yeah.
And down he went,
I
yeah.
survived for half an hour, maybe, I guess, yeah. This game is brutal. This 𝘂𝘰 is brutal, really.
Vtuber is still the only one that managed to get defeated. Which is accurate because they place him as the easiest. So everything is accurate. And it was a close Fatalis kill.
I hope all the viewers that haven't played the game now really understand like how rough this is. And finally, we've made it to the hardest boss in all of Monster Hunter. That is 𝘕𝘂𝘴𝘦 from Frontier for $1,000.
Assessment is a doozy.
Well, there's
I've
only
seen
rage
him
gaming
before.
left.
When I forgot who, but someone in chat just mentioned Frontier monsters to me over and over, different ones. So, I know this one.
Good luck, guys.
Oh!
Rage Gaming are one of the biggest Monster Hunter YouTubers. In fact, I think nobody in the entire world has made more Monster Hunter videos than these guys. I mean, look at
Yeah, I
this.
know. I reacted to a lot of that.
11,000 videos?
I even appeared in a Rage Gaming video. Which is funny. I show up in one of their videos for like a few seconds.
Jesus, that's impressive. The good thing is that
Definitely has some of the most out there designs. Yeah. Like, I think the biggest reason why Frontier monsters don't show up in mainline it's just because the designs are so not grounded. Like, Espiness is the only one that appeared in mainline, right? And Espiness is very grounded for a Frontier monster. Biggest reason licensing, I think. Oh, is it? Does Frontier have different devs? Man, I just want more Frontier monsters, but, you know, the quotation marks normal ones that aren't too out there, like too cartoony. Cartoonishly powerful is what I mean. So yeah, but if it's licensing, I get it. We have a Matsu around a Shantian. I don't know what Shantian is. Wait, let me Google Shantian real quick. I think they are the devs. It's just a different department. Okay, so there's no licensing shit. I just think really it's just that these designs are not grounded. Because most of the Frontier OG monsters are really out there. Is it a Gen 1 Elder? But I think of the wrong one. Wait. Still, let me Google it. Shantiana. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. I like it a lot.
These guys have actually played Frontier for about 300 hours already, but of course they have never attempted to kill
USD, it's better. Okay.
𝘕𝘪𝘯𝘕. You guys are experienced with Frontier. You've played it quite a bit.
Well, we've killed every monster in Frontier, but I wouldn't call that experience.
What do you mean? You killed every monster in the game?
But not its hardest versions.
Guys, at the beginning of this quest, there's a one-shot move right when you enter the arena.
I'm gonna trust that it's just not going to hit the...
A one-shot move right at the beginning. Oh, I see.
Big brain.
Good trick.
Okay, I can't mark.
Okay, this is what I mean. This design is way too out there to be reasonable in a mainline game. This is way too out there. Way too over-designed for mainline.
Yeah, it's not actually working. This is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. I can't mark the monster.
Come on, it's frozen. No!
Oh my god.
Okay, we need to work out where I can't mark the monster. Watch and learn, boys.
Attempt number 2.
All right, don't.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
He's not quite where he was the last time this happened.
All right, so look.
Oh my god!
I don't think that's a fair representation. He was spawn camping.
You
I just want to do some damage. Haha, I hit him. All right.
You did. You gotta know.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Bro!
Oh my god!
I wish I knew what my repel and attract button
Maybe it really depends on how they implement it. Fair.
was.
So Josh died so fast that they get to try it again in 2-player. Alright guys, let's go.
Yeah,
go.
good.
Let's get it. Show us what you got.
Okay. Don't forget your adamant pill.
Adamant pill, Josh. Don't forget the adamant pill, Josh.
I don't even know adamant pill.
Did I go in by myself?
Oh god, tell me when the attack's over. Tell me when the attack's over.
Attack's
buddy.
over.
Yeah, it's over. Alright, yeah, cool.
Let's go! I did damage!
Okay, now run for your life.
Oh god!
I'm not running, I'm
What's
going
looking
back
at
in!
Magnet Spike?
Now I'm
Yeah. I haven't unlocked Magnet Spike, sadly.
Right, it's all you.
I'm not in
I'm
T rank
oh god!
in Frontier,
Oh,
but
it doesn't even hurt me!
I wanted it so badly.
Ooh, thank you, Divine Blessing.
Whoa. Oh no.
And dead.
Oh my god.
That combo is evil.
What are you supposed to do? Right. Alright, adamant pill, light pill. Alright, magnet.
Not noticed us. He's not no.
Oh
He
no!
noticed. He noticed us.
You think he noticed? I'm still alive! Don't mention me! Oh no.
He's looking at me.
No,
Get him. Go. What? You let me down. You
How are
really
you
let me
supposed to
down.
survive Firefly?
Bro.
There was a river right behind.
Oh, it's
A river.
Yeah, you need to dodge in the water.
That's recording it. Yeah.
Me.
No, that was good. That was good. Thanks for trying.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
And that wraps it up. Only one clear by PunkDuck against 𝘕𝘪𝘯𝘕, which is arguably the easiest of these 7. But regardless, PunkDuck did an amazing job soloing it first try after so many years. So here's his 100.
I say the poor Prono. Yeah, poor Prube. But bro, that was evil. The freezing and then killing with the fight. That is such an evil combo.
I really hope this video helped to convey how truly hard these quests
But hey, good for him. He only has to give someone $100 and not $1,000.
are, especially for those of you who have not played some of these games. This video was not meant to make any of the YouTubers look bad or make fun of them. None of them knew
they're
what they
great.
were going up against, and they only had one single attempt to freestyle this. So this is obviously a far cry from the countless of hours that 𝘔𝘴𝘦 and 𝘔𝘴𝘴 had to prepare and practice to be able to solo these bosses. Huge thanks to all of these awesome guys for joining us. Be sure to check them out. You can find their channels linked below. With that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. If this gets 10k likes, we will make a new video also covering World Base Game, Generations Ultimate, and Sunbreak. Because we didn't cover them in the last video. So hit the like button if you want to see that video from us. Big thanks to the sponsor 𝘕𝘂.
Okay,
your
cool.
Gate to adventure. You can get 10%
Back react to
off
that too.
with our promo code TeamDarkSide10. And they just gave me
They call. Was that the regular 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘕 or burning freezing 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘕? I'm assuming Burning Freezing is the more difficult one, so I'm assuming that one.
5 codes for 50 euros each that I can give away to you guys. So 24 hours after this video went live, I will be replying to
Burning Freeze,
5 random comments with a gift code. So don't forget to leave your comment down below. And until then, stay subscribed and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yeah. It was good. It was fun to watch. It has me more excited to get into the older games. Very excited. That was great. Just well. With how powerful the hunters have become in base files, how powerful will the monsters have to be in expansion? Yeah, I've seen people say, oh, they're gonna be like frontier level. Which honestly, if we keep getting stronger, like how we got stronger in base wilds, it has to go that route, right? To get to that level of difficulty. Just most of the files to an MMO for us to keep. Yeah. But no. And just assuming we see stat inflation. Which, you know, artificial difficulty basically. So, yeah. But if they get like stupid hard, it... No. Please no. But the thing is, if they just have like a more balanced master rank, where we don't like basically double what we have already, like it's gonna be fine. What will likely be handled a lot like World was. Of the 8 monsters would do 75% to one shot, and mass rank was pretty manageable with HR gear until the lower mid-tier fights. Yeah, fair. They find it fun that they threw people a curveball. They get it caught up. But in low rank wilds ones, they should hide behind stuff against Nova attacks, which in the hard and then here. Wait, what? Put something to hide behind. Why am I on fire? I can't wait to start Rise in a few weeks. Once we're completely done with stories. As in with the stories post-game. Which I think is just the Tower of Illusion and then the Elder Dragons as like endgame bosses. So that's gonna be fun, I hope. Yeah. Let me see if I can raid someone. Let's just raid Alice. He's doing arts. But I think in Series 1, I remember someone was going to go on the quest to fight the hardest monster in Series 1. The arena and instantly ran into it in an on location. What? That's funny, eh? Okay. We're gonna rate Alice. She's doing arts. I don't know what she's drawing. Looks like she's drawing 𝘕𝘸𝘸 herself. So that's fun. MCE, Adequate though, a lot of people. Also, Shia also fought Fatalis, so to remember the big fire. So all of the guardian monsters have volatile crystals. Yeah. Like if you pay attention to the guardians, you just know. They've been banging on us remembering the volatileness of the crystals. I did. I just didn't know how to destroy the crystals. So that's how I died to fire. Yeah. We're gonna stream now. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next video is gonna be a Saturday when we continue. What's on the stories post game? Check out the sponsors. We are sponsored by NordVPN, Humblebot, and the Nintendo Store. We also have merch over on candles and physical products. And if you use code Onyx15, you get 50% off of candles, lotion, soap, and stuff. Follow me on Blue Sky and join the Discord if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye!